Okay, guys, so I think we're live. We've Mark Stone and Scrap It Man 50 in the chat fairly quick today. I'm just getting my phone set up so I can see the chat on here as well. So give me a second. I have Rafal waiting down the basement, so we'll have him up in a few minutes. But I just want to get open the chat up here on my phone so that we can see what's happening, and then we'll have a look through the chat and see who's been in. So get the phone up and running, set the computer so that we're Scrapman's 50. I don't think Shark is in. He was in earlier, but he said he had to go to do something, so he'll probably pop in later maybe. Let me just make sure. Okay, that's everything, and we're okay to go. So as you can see from the title tonight, I'm going to be talking to Rafal. A lot of people will know Rafal already, so a lot of people might already know some of the answers to these questions that I'll be asking him. But I just said it's his turn to get interrogated, so we'll put him under pressure tonight. You know, let me see. Is there anything that I need to do beforehand? I'll just give him a few minutes for a few more people to come in, maybe. And then we can get started. So I hope everyone was okay. Let me go through the chat and just see who was in. I got Scrapman 50. I have Mark Stone. Romantic is in the chat. Great to see you. Tim is in the chat. Great to see you, Tim. Because I do forget to say hello to people who Paul Chartall is in the chat. Great to see you. Hazy Days. Good to see you, man. Great to have you there. Enjoyed your chat last night. I had a plane in the background, and you had a bit of an issue and you came back on again. Let me see, what else have we here? Johnny was in there early. Mo Homesteady was in there. Let me go. Dirt Rider was in there. Cycle Scrapping was in there. Who else was in early? I just want to see who's there. Shark Scrapper. Okay, so I think I've got everyone that came in early. Let me go back down to Tim and see where we are. So we have Carpy Chris is in, Jason Hughes is in, is that FCT is in, Tim the Spannerman I got. So I think I have, or JCT, Jesus, I can't even read. So I think I have everyone in, so we might as well bring up our guest and get him up here and get doing the 30-minute question and answer with him. So without any further waiting, we'll bring up Rafal. So welcome.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see you all.
Oh yeah, and just before I go any further, I'd just like to thank everyone. I'm nearly at my 4,000 hours. I think I'm only 30 hours off it, so hopefully after this live, I'll be there. Or if not, I'll be there by the video on Thursday. So that should be good. So everyone is saying hello there to Rafal. So Rafal, we were talking off screen already. So if you want to tell everyone how your day has been so far before we start this.
Yeah, so far so good. Crazy day at work as usual, but now it's after work, so it's relaxed time.
Okay.
So all good.
So I'd like to thank you, Anya, for giving up your time to come on early, and I'm sure you have other stuff to be doing. So we'll get straight into it. What I ask everyone who's involved in e-waste and scrapping is, what got you into it in the first place?
Money. That's easy answer. I'm doing that for basically all my life, so that was always an extra money in scrap. So why not to get few extra pounds, extra dollars, whatever. Even as I was kid, I always just collect something. So at the right time, I just sell it out, and yeah, that was it.
So you started in Poland doing it, we'd say. That's what you're.
Yeah.
In case anyone doesn't know, you're Polish. You were born in Poland, and you moved to Denmark.
Many people don't know that. Yeah. I was born in Poland. I am Polish guy, but I living in Denmark actually, like over 10 years already. So
tell me, what's the difference between scrapping in Poland and scrapping in Denmark? Do you see much of a difference? Do you see different materials and stuff like that, or prices and stuff like that? Is it a lot more value in Denmark than there would be in Poland out of it?
I cannot really tell you how it's looking in Poland right now, because like I say, I'm out from there for over 10 years, so have no idea how it's look now. Though in here it's fine. It's fine. You cannot find the scrap at the streets, of course. But I was working. I am actually still working at the building sites, and they're laying a lot of scrap all the time, mostly just iron and so on. But yeah, it's all adds up, right? Cables, wires, whatever.
Yeah, because if you just look today, I was watching one of Snobby's videos, and he was just pulled up to where there's a building site, and he got some lights out of it, and he got some wire, and he got a bit of lead out of it. So there's that
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of stuff we always pick up on the building sites, you know, them
Yeah,
bits
yeah.
and pieces.
You know, at every of my project, there's at least one bucket, waiting for, broken screw, piece of iron, or piece of some profile, whatever, wire or anything, what fit to the scrap end up in this bucket, and as it's full, I just take it home, and yeah.
Yeah, and what made you go from, we say, general scrap into more the e-waste? Because if anyone's not familiar with your channel, but I'd say most people in there are, you do a lot of e-waste scrapping, the same as I kind of do, you know. So
Yeah,
you're
I actually start with the e-waste as far. Actually, it's far ago. It started a long time ago. I was always in electronics. I want to go to the electronics school and so on, so on, so on. Though it didn't work out, but I still working as an electrician and so on for some time. Later on, as the electric guy for the cars, and yeah, I was always interested in electronics and electricity. Later on, I find out then I can get some precious metals out of the e-waste and so on. So just to prove myself I can do it, I start to gathering some electronics and just trying to make some research and try to get the gold out. And after some successful attempts, yeah, it's taken me so much in, then I still doing that. And at the same time, as the side effect, I got copper, brass, aluminium, and whatever else, and iron as well.
okay. So we'd say then you were doing that scrapping and you were collecting your e-waste and stuff like that. So what made you decide then to start up your own YouTube channel?
I was trying to starting at the 2012, if I remember right. But back then I doesn't have so good camera. As well, YouTube wasn't so, popular, and yeah, I mostly watch the YouTube. So if I see something, I used to watch a lot of e-waste channel or e-scrapping channel or something like that, like e-waste band, Moves the Scrapper. We all know them from long time ago, and yeah, I decide to play with that, and I enjoy that scrapping things and so on. Plus, there was some little profit of it. So if I want to make comment, I need to make the channel, right?
Yeah.
So I make the channel first, and later on, I'm trying to make some videos and just to find out how it's work, and just for fun, just to try it, how it is to make the videos and being creator. Anyway, it doesn't work out so well at the beginning, because I think I make 1 or 2 videos, and there was no interest on it at all. I no wonder why, because quality was very low and basically no content. There was like just few seconds. Actually, one is still on. It's one of my first video with this melter, furnace for melting metals.
Okay.
Anyway, after some time, I get in touch with e-waste band, and we got like small conversation. Yeah, maybe just a comment change, few things, and yeah, then I say something to him like, maybe I supposed to start my own channel. Then he said, yeah, sure, go ahead, try it. And after some time, as I get some cameras and so on, like better one, after good few years, like 5 or even more, because I started like a little bit for real in 2018 or something like that. Yeah, something like that. I just begin to work on it like I want to grow this channel. And here I am.
Okay, I just want to make a comment there because we have a new person in who wasn't in before, Roxy Bailey, who just asked what this is all about. Well, this is my channel, Roxy. I'm Scrapping Irish. I do e-waste recycling and other bits and pieces. And every week on a Monday, I do a live, and I try and do a 30-minute Q&A with other scrappers and other YouTubers. So we do 30 minutes, and then after the 30 minutes, anyone can come up on the panel, and we just generally shoot the breeze and talk about our week and watch different stuff. So that's what the channel is about. This is about. So just let Roxy know what it's about. Okay, so we you've done your YouTube channel, and give me one good thing you like about YouTube and one thing you don't like about YouTube.
I like what I like about the YouTube. It is, there's option to meeting cool peeps and spend some time without going out from home, like now on the streams and so on. And what I don't like, what's that? How to how to call that? I think all those childish fights and dramas and unnecessary things what sometimes happen between creators and yeah.
Okay, so fair enough. So we'd say, where do you see your channel going? Do you see it mainly as sticking with the e-waste? Because if people don't know, you do a few other things on your channel. So we'll start off there. What other things do you do on your channel so people know what you do on your channel?
I do plenty stuff. I got thousands of hobbies, and every time when I think there's something interesting in some what I do, I try to take the camera out and just film it, and later on just post it. I do cooking. I do enjoy cooking. I do like cooking, and I do like to eat well. So there's plenty cooking videos at my channel. There's even playlist for cooking. I do from about 2 years metal detecting at the beach, at the woods, if I got permission at the fields as well. So far, didn't find some crazy expensive thing or crazy old, but it's still just go to the beach and dig out a few beer cups. It's still fun.
Okay. So we'd say, do you see your channel carrying on that way, or will you separate them out into different channels, or will you keep them all on the one channel?
I will. I think I will keep it all at one channel, though. I got separated through the playlists. I got playlist for cooking vids, playlist for scrapping vids, playlist for streams, playlist for metal detecting, even metal casting.
Okay, so there's a question there from Dirt Rider who wants to know, how does your better half like your scrapping? He asked that to me and to you. Well, to me, I don't have a better half. I'm single, so I don't have any issue. And you can answer on your one.
Um, in most she doesn't have any problem with that because I got big garage and so on. So it's all cool as far I don't take the scrap home with me. Though sometimes it happened when I bring on me few pins and then later on she sit at the sofa and then ow, you know.
Uh,
The
it,
only
it,
complaint what she got, then I just spent too much time in here instead of at home.
yeah. So if people don't know, his other half is Eva. So Eva, you will see, is better eye at picking scrap than Rafal does. She picks up the better scrap when they go to the scrapyard. So she does.
True.
So she's into scrapping a bit herself.
Yeah. I put a little bit on her
Yeah.
of the scrapping passion.
So
She does enjoy that as well. So
yeah. So then yeah. If anyone has seen your live, she was on the live there on Saturday. If you haven't seen the live, you can go back and watch that, and you'll see Eva there. So that's his other half. So we'd say the like me, I'm on the chemical side of things now, and it's a lot more complicated, and things go wrong, and that's what I enjoy, because if it goes wrong, there's plenty of people like yourselves and everyone who will give advice. Do you find that when you started off, there wouldn't have been as many people to give advice, so you had to kind of more make all the mistakes and learn from them yourself?
as far I doing that, there was like 2 or 3 guys what speaking with sense.
Hmm.
Right now, actually back then there was plenty guys who telling what to do. But from today's point of view, when I look back, for everyone who I watch, there was only like 2 or 3 guys who really say something with the sense. All other, they just partially right, but in most cases they lead you to mess your reaction.
Yeah, they want to see you explode.
Yeah, true.
Well, that's half the fun when it starts to go wrong, trying to get out of the way before it goes too wrong.
True.
So if anyone doesn't know, when the acids start to boil over, if you don't have the catch jar under them, it can be very very how would you say, expensive loss. I may be speaking from experience here.
So, I didn't boil over so many times, maybe 1 or 2 times. I was very careful, especially at the beginning. But after some time, you getting like self-confidence, then sometimes you don't think like you're supposed to, because every time you're supposed to think like newbie and always put extra jar on it and so on. But at some point you think, okay, that this is not gonna happen, and you're supposed to think, then you know it enough so you can keep control on it. But sometimes you cannot. Anyway, a few drops to more and that's it.
Do you see YouTube, since you started and where it is now, do you see it as a lot harder for people coming into YouTube to would say get their channels up and running properly, and I see a lot of people get frustrated when they're not hitting their targets and they set themselves targets. But how do you find it from when you started and now? What do you say is the main difference between YouTube?
It was quite hard at the beginning, I must say. If I start from the beginning at 2012, when I create my channel, and I keep going back then, that will be totally different story. My channel probably will look totally different than it's look now. But all those peoples from what I watch back then, most of them are gone. There's only like few peoples left what I did watch back then, and they are still on the platform. Even right now, there's plenty peeps going out from the YouTube and to another platform and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think people come in with the wrong idea for YouTube. Like me and you, we work full time in other jobs, so YouTube is like a hobby for us, or it's a pastime. Some people come into YouTube and see it as their way of making money, and
people expecting then from the beginning they jump in, put the video, and they're gonna have like huge views and huge amount of money of that right away. This is not like that.
No, that's one thing that I've noticed a lot is people think that YouTube is going to be their cash cow, that they're going to be multi-millionaires out of it. In the scrapping world, you're not going to. I don't think there's enough of people out there to make your channel going to ever be big enough to make money out of YouTube, as in that you could give up your job and live off YouTube money.
As far you start like 10 years ago, maybe you have chance. But if you, for example, 1, 2 years, 3 years in the YouTube, then either way you need to be very lucky and get few good people's constantly shouting you out or so on. Or you need to be lucky and get some few viral videos in 1 year, in every year.
Maybe an explosion in a shed or something might work.
Yeah, probably. But I don't think that will be worth.
That would melt your face off.
Anyway, so far I do begin to see profit from the YouTube. I do getting some money right now, and this is like each 3 months I get something. This is not a huge amount, but that is enough to send a few package around the world, right?
Yeah.
And actually, I need to apologize to everyone who watched Saturday Scrap Night Live, last one, because I put on the comment on the description there's gonna be Rafal's raffle, and I did prepare everything, but just through the stream I just forget totally about it. No one remember me.
So this Saturday night coming is going to be the raffle, will it be? We're going to have to go. That was a good plan to get everyone to tune in again next Saturday to see who wins the raffle. So
Yeah, true.
actually,
So,
while you're there now, explain what your raffle is. So if anyone doesn't know what your raffle is, explain it to them.
the raffle is it's also about the money, because most of my income from the YouTube, it's come out from super chats. It's more than 95% for sure. And so just in way of saying thank you, I just choose one of the person and just send him a package that used to be like set of the things like t-shirt, maybe some casted bar. If I know the person closer, then I can just put something personalized, like for Ian days I did put electric cutters, what I like to use as exact type, and so on, because he's electrician as well. For Carry On Jeff and John, I put kitchen apron because he's cook, and yeah, something like that. Just a little thank you for all the supporters.
Yeah.
And there coming one big change on my channel. I trying to put one big change, because as I see income from the commercials and so on, so I will get rid of all the commercial from my videos, especially this one from the screen was popping out. So if I leave some commercial, that will be only one at the beginning and only one at the end. And I still want to keep it skippable.
Yeah.
Because as far I'm myself looking at some YouTube and see 13 commercial in 15 minutes video, that's make me crazy. And I don't want to have that one when someone watching my videos.
Yeah, because brings me on to another one of my questions I was going to ask you. What advice would you give to someone starting out on YouTube now? What would you tell them not to do, and what would you tell them to do?
First of all, I will say be patient. Make a lot of videos. Maybe that's wrong word. Record a lot of material and keep it. Try to build one movie out of it, upload it, but not make it public. Just keep it on the server. That's the first thing. And what's not to do, do not think you're gonna get rich in 2 or 3 months, because it's impossible. And do not overheat, or as far you put one video one day, give it time. Don't over self-promote. Yeah, that's actually can kill your channel if you just do too much promotion of yourself. Plus, growth stream are not your friend.
Yeah. My advice will be, when you were on about the ads there, don't put too many ads on your videos, because if I watch a video and there's an ad at the start and there might be an ad halfway through, I have no problem. But if there's an ad every couple of minutes, I just stop watching the video and I go on to something else, because I find it very annoying. It's like you're being too greedy, or you're pushing it too hard. If you need the amount of ads in your video to make money, then you're in YouTube for the wrong reasons, I think.
I just figured that out. Last time I just started my own stream. I just searching after some moment of someone saying something. I don't remember anyway. Some small thing. And then I see at the first, 15 or 20 minutes. No, sorry. There was longer time. But there was like a lot of these yellow dots where ads were. Yeah. And I look at it. If I supposed to watch it, I will not for sure. I will not watch it for sure. But until now, I just I just click the option with when YouTube decide where and when to put.
Yeah.
So I just from last video, and I think I did changes like few 30 last videos or something like that. At least I try to change it to get rid of all the commercials out of it, because as far as I look how much those commercials bring me profit, comparing how many people they get annoyed for sure. So it's not worth to have it.
Yeah, just reading some of the comments there, like about the ads. A lot of people, as one person said, who watches ads and stuff like that. Well, I'll watch an ad if it's a YouTuber I follow, or it's one of the lads, one of the people in the community. I'll watch the ad at the start. But if that person has 50 ads running through a 20-minute video, which some people do have, they have ad after ad after ad, I'll just stop and I lose interest in their channel. So it defeats the purpose in the long run by putting too many ads on, because you lose out on people coming back to your channel. I think personally myself. Now that's just my opinion. Everyone has a different opinion on it. I just want to say hello to Gemma, who's just popped in. Crypto, Alexander. Who else is popping in there? I want to try and mention them now while I get a chance. Alexander, Roxy I already mentioned. Frugal Farmer came in. Shamdog came in, and was there someone else who was further up that came in and I didn't mention them? Rafal Scrapper, Paul Shortall I done, Bruce Napier came in. So if I missed you guys, put something in the chat again there. If I didn't get you at the start or I didn't get you now, put something in the chat and I'll mention you again in a few minutes. Just I have an awful habit of forgetting about people when I'm in the live. I start talking and I forget about the people in the chat. So, I just want to...
Sorry if I don't pay too much attention to the chat, but yeah, I'm trying to get right answers. And I see Scrapman50 said it would be nice to watch an ad if it relates to the subject of the self-discussing.
Yeah.
True. And there is the way for that, as far you make your video, you upload it to YouTube. And
Ali Mac was in as well. Sorry, I forgot to say Ali Mac.
No problem. Hey, Mo. There is as well a reason why you got the yellow $sign after you make it, after you release it or make it public. The YouTube work when you send out the video, they already begin to check it. Not the human wise, but algorithm check it out, some bots. If you make any changes like change thumbnail, change tags, change description, it's going to be checked one more time again all over. So the best things to do when you upload your video to YouTube, you finish out with the putting description, tags, and thumbnails, end screens, whatever you want. Video is ready. Don't make it public for at least, let's say, 2 days, so all the bots have time to go through the, checking stage. And later on, if you make it public, in 95%, you will not see the yellow $sign after, let's say, 2 or 3 hours.
Okay.
Because it's quite often it's happened when you upload the video, edit it, and put all the description, you make it public. After a few hours, the $sign turn into the yellow, right? That's because the bots begin to check it again, and the bots. So
okay,
you need to ask for person checkout. Personal.
Yeah. So there was one more question I had there, and it's gone out of my head. I thought I wrote it down, but I didn't. Oh yeah, there it is. Where do you get all your time? Because I know YouTube. I just see you on a lot of live streams. I see you put your video out. You do your own live, and so where do you get the time? You work full time, so where do you get the time to do the YouTube and the scrapping and your job? Because I know it takes a lot. I find it very hard to make time. So how do you manage your time?
Then we come back to the question what Eva said about my scrapping. I got 2 jobs. I spent 8 hours at work and another 8 hours in here.
So where'd you get the time for Eva?
In between.
So yeah, but that's something I'd advise people not to get so worked up if you don't get your live out. Like, I know you get yours out every Saturday. I try and get mine out, but I don't think you should get worried. If I miss a Monday, I'm not going to worry too much about it. Because again, as I said already, YouTube is not my life. It's part of what I do. It's not as I say, I work 10-hour days. I work from 8 till 6, 5 days a week. So this is like a bit of an escape from the I don't know, the mundane things in life. That you can come on here and just chat to people all over the world and show them what you're doing and interact with them. So that's why, again, negative comments don't bother me too much, because I'm not too bothered, because YouTube, again, is not my life. It's something that at the beginning it probably did. I go, oh Jesus, why are they giving me that negative comment or whatever? Now it doesn't bother me if they give me a thumbs down, they give me a negative comment. I just take no heed of it, because I still have to get up for work in the morning at 8, and I still have to go to work till 6. It makes no difference what they say on YouTube to me. So it doesn't. So what would you say to anyone that gets worked up about negative comments and stuff like that?
Take it easy. And as well, I'm gonna go back a little bit for to make why Eva is not so angry on me that I'm spending another half of the day in here, because she worked with me. So anyway, we spend at least 8 hours together at work. I know it's not the time it's not how we want to spend the time together, but yeah.
Yeah, so when you say she works with you, you mean she works as in scrapping with you, or she works actually in the same company as you?
No, at the building sites, she worked with me, together with me.
So
she's my helper.
Okay, your laborer. She's the one you make do all the hard work. Is that what you're telling me? So okay, so then you do see her. It's not like you're gone all day and then you're down in the basement all night. So you actually seen her all day, would you? So that explains that. Snobby Scrap Picker's in. There was something I was going to mention to Snobby. I watched his video today. I left a comment on it. But oh yeah, his batteries. I was going to say to him, he's collecting up a night. He got another battery to add to the wall of batteries that he's collected up already. So
he gets one.
Matthews will be commenting on that, I'm sure, about all the batteries he's collecting up. So what I'm going to do now is, we've done the half an hour. I'm going to put the link out. If anyone wants to come up and ask any questions, they're more than welcome. Let's put the link in, and we'll see, does anyone want to come up and ask you any questions. So is there anything you want to talk about now that I've asked all the questions, Rafal?
Yay, I'm happy.
Roy the boy is in. Welcome, Roy. Who else? Is there anyone else come in there that I missed while I get a chance? While we're waiting to see, will anyone come up and ask you any awkward questions?
Okay, now I am.
We have a man coming up straight away. You're in trouble now.
Why?
Johnny, welcome.
Hello.
Welcome, Johnny.
Well, this is first time. Do you hear me clearly?
You can turn it up a small bit. You're a bit low.
With the voice, with the volume.
Yeah, I'm trying. This is the first time I'm actually using the microphone and the webcam.
Okay.
I'm trying.
Yeah, we can hear you now when you put it up closer to your mouth. Yeah, that's so.
Yeah, I know.
What do you want to ask?
So what is up at your side, Johnny? I do see you put some pickup video today. That was not too bad score.
Yeah, that's good.
So I have another man in the basement. I'll bring him up as well. It's Mark Stone. So Mark is up as well now. Mark, hello. Welcome.
Welcome, Mark.
Have you anyone got any questions for Rafal?
Yeah. What's the best scrap you ever collected?
Telecom stuff, telecommunication and relays.
Oh yeah.
I still got something to do in here.
But actually, there was a question I was going to ask you there, Rafal. I noticed that when Mark mentioned that, it kind of brings it. I forgot about this question. What do you do with your gold that you collect? Do you sell it, keep it, or
no? Show it to Eva and then it's gone.
I was going to say, I'll give it to Eva. That was my other question. Do you give it to Eva?
Last time I didn't expect that actually, but I did make 15-gram bar. I melted into the metal shape, and I was so happy and so satisfied what I made, and ran to her and just to show it. Then she take it, look at it. Ooh, nice, it's mine.
Yeah, that was the end of it. If anyone doesn't know, Johnny is big into the old gold as well, and he does the gold panning and stuff like that as well. It's not just he goes to the rivers and he pans the gold. So, Johnny, have we anything interesting to tell us about your panning? Anything coming up?
That's if it did you.
I don't think Johnny hears me.
Yeah, well, the panning goes slowly. I have to.
You still on processing that material, what you get last time?
I don't think he hears us too well.
Yeah,
I hear you, but do you hear me?
No, we only hear
Yeah.
bits of it. We're not getting the whole lot. Your mic keeps dropping out.
Yeah, that's because it's free stuff.
Right. Anyhow, we'll move on. Johnny 5 is in there. So what I was going to say there, Mark, you're very new into the e-waste or the recycling, as in on YouTube. You've been doing it for a long time yourself, have you?
Yeah, been doing a bit more. Probably doing a bit more e-waste.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just I haven't been collecting a bit, but only about a bit of time, like one DVD player a month or a week, and next week I get something else, and it's like I just like me, I just shipped off the telephone.
Okay. So, well, if you're going into the e-waste, you before you start using the acids, because you left a comment today, you were asking me about the chemicals and stuff like that on my channel. My advice to you would be make sure you have a lot of stuff, and make sure you've really looked into it before you go messing with the chemicals, because they are very dangerous. Unless you have the proper safety gear, the masks and stuff like that, stay away from them. That'll be my advice to you.
That's what I thought. See,
I got one advice for Mark because I just today looking at his channel, buddy, remove that video when you're burning the copper wire. That's gonna get you in trouble.
I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing you have to be careful about is, especially like I even with my assets now, I'm going to show how I dispose of them properly, that they're not just dumped down a drain, because a lot of people will get into this stuff and they'll do videos and they'll do something that will get themselves in trouble with some environmental crowd, and then that would cost a lot of money. So that's why you have to show that you're doing stuff properly. You're not putting waste back into water systems or anything like that. That everything is properly done.
Yeah, you got actually two ways. Otherwise, you can just deactivate it yourself and then put it in the drain.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can just grab it all and go to the local recycling center and just tell them what is inside, and they will take care of that.
Yeah, for a charge. They'll charge you a certain fee, and they'll take care of it. Now, I'm going to show how I will do it myself by doing the copper first, and then putting the iron into it, and then dropping that out and stuff like that before I dispose of it.
Actually, I got a question. How you do that?
How do I do it? Well, what I'm going to do first is I'll use the copper to drop out any of the precious metal that would still be in the liquid. Then
Correct.
I'll use the iron to drop out any of the copper.
True.
And then at the end, I'll just neutralize any nitric acid that might be still or hydrochloric by using baking soda, stuff like that. That will just neutralize, and all you're left with then really is just iron water. That's kind of it. Once you get to that stage.
Do you checking pH level?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying with that. That's why I use the bread soda to bring the pH level to the same,
Okay. So that's basically the same way I do.
Johnny, are you back up again? You're there twice on my screen now. I think I'm just going to remove this one.
It's me is fooling around.
All right, okay. So we have Ro. Welcome, Ro.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, yo?
I think you have your speaker up a bit loud.
Maybe I don't know what's going on with it.
So, what are you up to today?
A little bit of that. Just a little bit. Not
Oh,
much.
nice reverse batch.
Yeah.
And some setup boxes. Okay, not too good, but several are looking cool. Oh, wow. That's a good pile of heat sinks.
Yeah, I already knocked the copper out of them. I put it in the bucket. I take it all the way down, man. I try to get what I can get, you know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
totally
if anyone hasn't been watching Ro's channel, Ro is doing very well on finding scrap. I wish I could find the amount of stuff he finds. He finds fairly good stuff. At the moment, I'm finding it hard to get stuff. It's kind of dried up at the moment, but hopefully in a week's time, I'll have a rake of computers coming back in again, so that will help. Some nice boards.
Oh, yeah. It's not too bad.
So what's your plan with that? To sell it or recycle it?
I got a buyer. I send this off to a buyer. I give 25 cents a pound on this, and I end up getting like, shit, I don't want to tell y'all. Y'all know. You know board source price.
It's good if you can get a source where you can buy it cheap enough that you can make money out of it without having to do, all you have to do is collect it and move it on.
Yeah, I don't have no overhead but me, so, you know, and the kids. So I'm all right.
Yeah, that's it. Roxy Bailey is wondering, is there many women scrappers in the community? Well, in this chat alone, there's Braveheart Scrapper. She is based in Scotland, and she does scrapping, wire looms, stuff like that. Eva does a bit with Rafal, and I've seen a couple of other female scrappers out there. You have Canadian Scrapper. Who else was there, Rafal? There was some other lady does a lot of scrapping. Who is it?
Good question.
There's someone else, I can't think offhand now, but there's a few. Yeah.
Do a lot of scrapping. Scrap it up. There's 2 ladies.
Yeah. So there is a good few ladies in the community that are into scrapping. It's not just a male orientated activity. That's the good thing about scrapping. Anyone can do it. Even I know, like we'd say, there's a couple of scrappers who are probably fairly young. What's Johnny showing us there? Hold on, he's showing us
some gold on the screen.
There's some gold from Johnny.
Oh, this is black powder, right?
Yeah, it's about 8 gram gold.
That's where'd you find that? Was that found in the river?
Yeah, I find it in the river. We have a big claim here in Sweden that I used to be going to. I was there. We had 2 annual meetings, one spring, one for the fall. And in the fall, I pick up about 6 gram, and now in the spring, I was picking up about another 4 grams. If you have seen my videos, you will probably see my 1, 2, and 3 batches. This is the total collect. I'm gonna fill this pipe someday.
Yeah, that's the plan. Well, at the moment, I have, from what I've been doing this year, I know I have to refine it again probably twice before I get it, but I have about 25 grams of powder at the moment. So
cool.
Yeah.
But this is a pure.
Yeah, that's pure. Like I have to refine mine again. Yours doesn't have to be refined. I have to refine mine. So maybe by the time I refine mine twice, I'll probably be down to maybe 12 grams or something like that, you know?
Yeah, I just bought about 15 liter of weed. What do you call it? Weed. But you put on the ground to kill the garbage.
Weed killer.
Yeah, exactly. About 12% of it. And then I'm gonna use that with table salt to mix it. Then you have this ecologic stuff for the refining the gold from the electronic.
Okay. I never knew that there was a weed acid that you could use with the salt.
I guess he mean nitrate.
Hold on.
Like potassium nitrate.
Oh, maybe, yeah. Ro's phone is acting up. That's why he dropped out. Ro, thanks for coming up. I appreciate you coming up. We'll have to get you up sometime when you get your phone sorted, and we'll do an interview with you, and we'll find out how you got into scrapping and stuff like that. Mark, how did you get into scrapping? What got you into scrapping?
I just started helping a load of people, and I thought, and I've just seen a load of scrappers doing videos on YouTube, and I thought, why not? I have a go to like getting game phone set up, laptop set up, and I just want to do a little video.
Okay.
And just started on scrapping videos. I got another channel, but that's what got me into putting scrap onto videos, because I started doing other sort of videos for other channels. But
Yeah.
I got about 5 channels.
Yeah, I just want to say Ali Mack is in there. I don't know whether I said hi to him or not. Poor old Ali's car needs to get a job done. It failed the MOT, so he has to get something done on it. If anyone hasn't been watching his video, they'll see it.
Yeah, this front bar, it's got to
Yeah.
be replaced. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
At least he's able to do the work himself. That's the good thing.
Oh, I see. Roy is in the deep hole. He got
Yeah,
over.
100 laptops. I was just thinking the pain of 100 laptops. I done my 50 laptops a couple of weeks ago, and that was enough for me.
You know,
I didn't see another laptop for a year.
You know, it's nice feeling to having 100 laptops, but when you know you got to scrap them out, oh no.
Yeah, and Johnny Five had to go with Johnny Five had to go with getting into scrapping, but it messed up his shed, so he had to leave it.
100 laptops for me take my 5 hours and it's done.
How do you do them in 5 hours? You must just
5 hours. Forget it, Johnny. Forget it.
How did you do
No way.
100 laptops in 5 hours?
I have a system.
What? Throw it into a shredder?
Yeah, you take out the memories.
Yeah. Well, maybe not 5 hours, but gonna take at least a day, and then everything is done.
Oh, stop!
No way. Forget it, buddy.
Watch called scrapped 200 laptops last year. Scrapping Man 50. That's the one person I want to get up here and have a chat with. Is Scrapping Man 50. I think he'd be a very interesting guy to interview.
Send them to Rafal. He maybe can repair them.
Yeah,
I don't know if you will be able to pay out that bill, buddy.
But yeah, I absolutely hate scrapping laptops. I hate them. I don't mind scrapping phones, and I don't mind scrapping computers or servers or stuff like that. But laptops just have so many screws in them; they just wreck my head.
True. And there's always somewhere.
That's why I just pop the biggest one, then I just.
But that's
Raxi's ex-boyfriend used to do her head in by bringing back scrap from the scrapyard and making a mess around the place. So she, Roxy, I don't know, have you got a current boyfriend, or you're single, or you're married? So I'd advise you keep away from a guy called Ralph if he comes up here tonight. If Ralph makes an appearance, stay away.
You know, Roxy, I quite often end up the same way. I just go there with, let's say, 300 or 400 kilo of shred steel and come back with 300 kilo of e-waste.
Yeah. But that's the thing around here. I can't do that. As I was saying already, if I go to the scrapyard, they won't let me buy anything out of it. I can only drop off. I can't take anything home. So it's not like how you have an agreement with your guy, Ralph, to get stuff.
You know, it all depends. At most of the scrapyard, I cannot do it as well. But there is few what, you know, they just sell you the stuff because, yeah, anyway, they just get the money twice, right?
Yeah.
Because once they earn money from the buying from the guy.
And then they make it up from giving it to you.
Yeah. Plus, I sell back the clean stuff to them. So
yeah,
they make it even 3 times.
I'm just checking my phone because someone just sent me a message, and I just want to see if it's important or not important.
Yeah, and I am happy because I have something to play with.
Of course.
But no, it was not important. Let me see. Get rid of them damn plastic pieces is the only thing I hate about laptops. Yeah, the plastic. Well, over here you can just throw them in the plastic recycling bin, so it's not too bad. You can just put them into your plastic recycling. There's even a company in Ireland that'll buy it by the ton if you get enough of it. They'll buy.
But you need to have like big quantity, right?
Yeah, you'd have to have, for a lorry to come, you'd have to have something like 50 ton.
Okay, so that's impossible to
It's
none of
impossible
normal person
for a
to.
home scrapper, but we'd say if you owned a scrapyard and you had a buck there taking stuff apart, you'd make a bit
But
more money
imagine
than plastic.
how big a quantity of space take 50 tons of plastic.
Yeah. Well, we'd say if you were recycling vacuum cleaners or old TVs, you'd have a lot of plastic.
There's too much plastic
Mhm.
of that.
Yeah, you know, you wouldn't be long building up a couple of ton if you were doing vacuum cleaners all day.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, stuff like that. You won't have it'll take a long time from e-waste to have a lot of plastic, but some of them vacuum cleaners and TVs, all they are is pure plastic. That's all that's in
Yeah,
them.
You have
yeah,
a point
true.
there why you hate
There is plenty
computers.
type of plastic, that's for sure. And as well, you need to have like extra gear if you're gonna collect the plastic, because you cannot keep it as at the stage where you're taking out from the, let's say, Hoover or vacuum cleaner or TV casing.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just impossible to keep it in this way because of the storage place and so on. So you
Yeah.
need to shred it to smaller pieces and
Yeah.
compact it as much as you can, right?
Yeah, well, a lot of places who do recycling will have a machine to turn it into pellets. They just put it through the machine
Yeah.
and they get out plastic pellets at the other end. You know.
Yeah, but it's not for home scrappers.
Oh no,
No, no.
Well, if anyone's seen your grinding machine, I'm sure you can come up with one for doing the same with plastic.
Maybe, but still.
Shark Scrapper, you're welcome. Never late. Anytime anyone comes in, they're here. They're not late. They're just on time. So yeah. What else? Let me see what else has been said there. Dusty Blonde is somewhere I see, is she? Because I see Ali Mack is saying something about Dusty Blonde. So maybe Dusty, I might have missed her. Oh, she's Dusty. Great to see you in
Dusty
the
said
chat.
she goes mad as Snobby bring the scrap home.
But sure,
Anyway, don't
Dusty's
worry.
into the
This is for
scrapping
the
now.
other purpose.
Yeah, sure. Dusty's into the scrapping. I seen her going around in the car helping him collect up. Pop Scrap, welcome. Thanks for dropping in. Pop Scrap, I've got a nice lump of lead for you at the moment as well. If anyone doesn't know, Pop Scrap is another scrapper here in Ireland. So he collects up the computer boards for me, and I collect up the bits of lead and copper and stuff for him, and we do a swap. So I get something, he gets something out of it. Hi Scrappers, who's this person I haven't come across before?
Oh, he's been on Snobbies once before.
Okay, welcome. John, he's going to make an attempt on how to say that. So I'm not.
I would say Kylite 666 or
Right.
Kitech 66.
Hopefully, we'll get to know this person better.
It is actually the fellow from my homeland, and I met him not a few weeks ago. He just began to come to my streams and so on.
Oh, good. So
so far it's cool.
If you're new, please make sure you subscribe and hit the like. Anyone that's new, and check out some of the other scrappers that are on the panel. Check out their channel, and check out some of the scrappers that are in the chat, and some of the other channels that are in the chat who may not be scrappers but seem to be here every week, like Crypto. Crypto comes every week to the scrap channels.
Actually, Kyle, it comes from E-Waste Ben to my side, and now he's come here.
Oh, good. So, Kyle, if you want to tell E-Waste Ben, he's more than welcome to come up here and be interviewed sometime. I'll gladly get him up on panel. Be great to chat to E-Waste Ben sometime, but the time difference is the issue.
Yeah.
So who else is there? Let me see. Pop Scrap was in, I said. Braveheart, Dusty Blonde. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone because I'm terrible at missing people in the chat and I don't want to offend anyone. Shark Scrapper I've got. Paul Chartall is still there. Another Irishman, Paul Chartall. Jason Hughes, Pop Scrap. Yeah, I think I've got everyone.
Guys, it was really nice of E-Waste Ben to give me this shout out. It's boost my channel quite nice. I get about over 170 new people in the channel.
Oh, great.
So I hope it will stay that way.
Yeah. Well, I broke the 1,500 mark today, which was great. I went over 1,500 subscribers. So I was stuck for ages on 1,200, and in the last, since I started doing these interviews, actually, And since I started doing the actual chemical side of the gold recovery, I've got a lot more subscribers. So it's just so hopefully now, because most of my videos coming in the next couple of weeks are going to be all. I have a couple of drop videos coming on dropping the gold out of the liquids.
Yeah, and this is gonna be good, buddy. I'm telling you, dropping gold always good. It's really nice effect.
Yeah, well, I had an issue with one of them. One of them broke my heart. Oh, mother of God, it was like torture trying to get it to drop. But it just showed that it doesn't drop easy all the time. I thought I had utilized it enough. I put enough enough urea, because it had actually turned to crystal, so I knew there was enough in there. So I added a bit more water to dissolve the crystals again, and it took 24 hours for the gold to drop out. And then I done another one, and it dropped out in 30 seconds.
Yeah, true. You're supposed to, as far you get those urea crystals, you're supposed to add some heat to it.
Yeah, I put heat on it and a little bit of hot water, and to dissolve it. And it once they were all dissolved, I put it in, but it took 24 hours for the gold to drop out, and there was still some left in the solution when I tested it. So all I done was I just threw it into the stock pot, and I'll get it later on the year. You know,
you could as well saturate it with the HCl again.
Yeah. Well, I just threw it in the stock pot, and I'll get it out later.
You will get it back at some stage. You know, I get that situation quite often. You know, I just looking for the perfect reaction when it just like nice and greenish, and then turn black, and everything after a few hours go down to the bottom, and I will end up with the transparent liquid. But sometimes it doesn't work like you.
But that's the good thing about gold recovery, is if you don't throw away your liquids and you put it back into your stock pots, you'll never lose the gold. It's still in there.
That's correct.
You know, that's the thing about it. It's still in the liquid, and it's just put it in, put the copper in, get it to drop out the precious metals, redissolve them in the acid again.
You need to find the balance between as you start your reaction. You need to know what metals going in. If you got tin in it, if you got like zinc or whatever else, iron, and so later on you need to treat it a little bit different, or dilute it more, or less dilute, or keep it cool, or even warm it up. That also make huge difference.
Yeah, well, like with the bleach, at first I wasn't a fan of the bleach, believe it or not, but I prefer to do the bleach method now, because the chlorine is easy to get rid of compared to nitric.
True.
You know, you can heat up the chlorine.
I see the last video you put, you get really big problem at the beginning, but at the end of the video you just begin to understand how it's work. And
what I was doing, I was putting too much bleach in at a time. Instead of putting a bit in, mixing it, and leaving it heat it up a bit, and then put another. I was just putting too much bleach in at the time. So from now, anytime I've done the bleach since, it's worked perfect for me. You know.
Yeah. Okay, that's easy as far as you know, you're right.
Well, it's a lot easier to get rid of the excess bleach. You just leave it outside in the sun for a while, and the bleach will be gone. The chlorine will just burn off.
Or just give a little bit heat under the fume hood. That's gone totally.
And I find the drops are a lot better from the bleach than the nitric, because again, as Scrapper Man said, if there's a bit too much nitric still left, it'll redissolve your powder back into liquid again.
Exactly. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's why I'm processing my stuff and using my vinegar and salt to make it even smaller pieces in smaller bags. I can send it to my refinery, so it's gonna help it to refine it for me instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Johnny,
much to refine gold.
What?
I was saying, does the refinery charge much to refine the gold? Does it cost much for you to refine your gold?
No. It's not gonna cost me anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything, he get his piece for sure.
Well, we have a deal. The thing is, he take a charge if you have to process every circuit board and use the material. He take about, I think, 12% of profit.
Okay.
You have to clean everything up, and also take away all the scrap, if you're just sending the board as they are, it take about 40%.
Yeah,
So I said to
that's
him,
much more work.
yeah, exactly. So I said to him, skip that. I do it all processing and make everything small as possible, make it as much amount of gold pieces I can get by using my weed vinegar and salt. That's gonna be the most pure thing you can get before you refine it. And I'm gonna send it to him, and he said we do 50-50 because he
Okay.
has the material, he's doing the work, so and he's gonna send it for free back with it 50-50 in pure powder, and the powder are gonna melt in time in my own furniture.
Okay, so
So
Yeah.
he's not
he's
even
on that.
melting
He's
it.
on that.
Okay.
Okay.
I think you got enough knowledge to do it yourself, buddy.
Probably, but I had not the space and the material. That's for in Sweden you cannot get everything that's easy.
Yeah.
You know, those wheat vinegar and table salt, I bet it work like HCl at most. So
Yeah,
it dissolve only the base metals as far I look at the concentration and so on.
yeah.
It's
But
not
I
easy
still I
having
don't
trouble
have the
understanding
material
what he
to
said.
stop it.
But you know, if you use that combination plus bleach, you may have chance.
Okay.
It may take a little bit time, but yeah.
Happy looks, welcome. Great to see you.
Welcome, happy looks.
Right.
I think I met Happy Looks actually on a growth stream, believe it or not, and I've been to a few of his streams, and he's popped into a few of mine. So, like, I know what you're saying earlier about growth streams aren't great, but I find I've met a lot of people in growth streams who I've become friends with on YouTube. There can be some, and
True.
then there's some people who go to your channel and don't even look at your video ever once and expect you to come to their channel as well and
You
give
know,
out.
I didn't mean
You don't come.
exact growth
Yeah,
stream
yeah,
or something like that. You know,
yeah,
because even at the growth stream, you meet the cool persons, cool
yeah.
peoples.
I think
But
I met Ian Matthews. That's where I met Ian Matthews. I think was at a growth stream. You know.
you know,
So
actually, I used to come quite often to Pusha Studios.
yeah, yeah. I still pop in there the odd time, just
You
to have a
know,
look and see what's
I did,
happening.
you know, at the beginning it was a little bit like growing thingy,
Yeah,
but after some time when I just finish up because it doesn't pay me any profit with the subscribers and watch time and so on,
yeah,
but I still get to know them and they get to know me. So I still from time to time stop there, not for growing, just to say hello to the friends, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the same. I just pop into them just to say hello because as you said, I didn't I got a good few subscribers who kind of stuck around with me, but in the end, you were just getting a lot more people who weren't really going to support you. They were just looking to see would you support them or stuff like that, which is fair enough. That's what they're in it for. They wanted to try and grow their channel. I kind of once I got to my 1,000 people, I kind of was happy enough. And then if I could get more people watching rather than anything else, um, it was more that than anything else, you know. I'm just reading something there in the chat. Sorry, got distracted. I was reading it.
Take a word about just every year when you're on 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I got to 1,000 about a year ago, I'd say. And so it took me another year to get to 500, but these 500 people I've got seem to be more organic growth. Organic growth is always going to be slower than going to the growth streams, but your hours will get better with organic people that will actually watch your stuff and comment on your videos. So you're better having 500 organic than 1,500 growth stream subscribers, I find.
You know, after I reached 1,000, 1K, when I were able to stream and so on,
Yeah.
then I concentrate to my hours. And yeah,
Yeah,
so
well,
far,
that's what I've been concentrating on. That's the reason I started my lives, was really to get my hours up. But I'm going to carry them on even afterwards because I'd missed this bit of a chat on a Monday with a few people that I've got to know through the scrapping. So it's good to catch up with people on a Monday, you know. And same as I'll carry on going to Rafal's and I'll pop into Snobby's lives and I do pop into Ian Matthews if I see him live. Hazy Days, if I see Hazy Days has nothing to do with scrapping at all. His channel is completely different, but I enjoy his channel.
Yeah, but it's still fun, right?
Yeah, he's into music, he's into chatting. He came to meet me when I went to Wales. I went to Wales to buy a car. He came and met me. He showed me around, which was great. That's one of the things that I found great about YouTube. You can make friends all over the world, and if you're ever in that area, they'll come and meet you and they'll show you around their area, which is brilliant, you know.
You know, I got actually quite a busy week because almost every evening there is someone who streams what I want to watch. And most busy day is at Sunday actually, because I got Dusty Blonde what's streaming at evening, then it's Carry On Jeff and John, and then it's Hazy.
Yeah.
So 3 chats.
Yeah, well, that's
and basically they're at the same time.
Yeah, well, on my weekend is usually I'll have Snobby on Friday. I'll have you to go to on the Saturday. If I'm not busy, Saturdays sometimes can get roped into doing something else. So I try and get you on a Saturday. Then on a Sunday you have Dusty on, and then you have Hazy on. They're kind of, and then I do my Monday one, and then Thursday you have Ali Mac. I try and pop into Ali Mac when he's live. You know, so it's hard to get into everyone's live. There's so many of them now, and who else? Jimmy C. I like to get Jimmy C's lives.
Right. But Jimmy C doesn't have the specimen time.
No, but sometimes I get Jimmy C's when I'm going to work in the morning. Because he goes late, so when I'm getting up at 6:30 in the morning, he's still live. So I pop into him to say hi some mornings when I catch him, you know.
I used to
do
that as I'm drinking my morning coffee. But
Eddie Boy, thanks for dropping in, Eddie Boy. These are a few new names I haven't come across before. So welcome, thanks for dropping in. Who else?
Name is new, but the picture is old.
So what I get is, if you're doing live, you are actually earning your viewing hours.
Yeah, but the hours go up quicker because it's multiplied by the amount of people. So if you had 2 hours of a video and there's 25 people in, you multiply by the 2 by the 25, so you get 50 hours of viewing instead of 2 hours.
Okay, cool.
True.
Because you need 4,000 hours. That's a lot.
Yeah, well, I'm at 3,960 something at the moment, I think.
Sweet.
Yeah, and it's not that I'm going to get a rake of money out of it afterwards or anything like that. It's just one of them goals you set. You know yourself when you start YouTube. You set yourself, well, I get my first subscriber, I get to 100 subscribers, get to 500, get to 1,000.
I need 8 more to get my 200. So
there you go. So anyone that hasn't got Johnny, put something in the chat there, Johnny, so they can see your channel name, and you might get a few more out of it tonight. Just write anything you want in the chat, and you might get a few more. Or if there's anyone in the chat who is a
wait, let me put the link for Johnny's.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If there's any of the moderators who want to put his link in for Johnny. We might get him a few more subscribers tonight. But yeah, so then the 4,000 was next. Okay, we have to make room there, guys. Shuffle up in the panel there. We have to make a bit of room for someone. He's I was going to say the Godfather, but he's not. Ian Matthews would be the Godfather. So this would be the hitman. Snobby.
Hey,
gentlemen.
How do?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not too bad. And yourself?
All cool, Snobby.
Evening, Raphael. That Johnny bloke. And Mark, evening, guys.
You're right.
I thought I'd come up and share a few things with you.
Yeah.
But I just recently passed wind, so I can't do that one.
How many batteries have you now? That I've seen you've added another one today.
I'm not actually sure. I don't count them.
Yeah, the wall of batteries.
Hello and welcome back to a new episode 2.
Sorry.
of my video, then you sign.
Oh, shut
Now,
up!
right now, I
Oh, here, where's the sound coming from? It's Rafal.
Yeah, it's me. I just go to my history and go back to the last video what I look from Johnny. You know.
Oh yeah, to put his link in. So,
Yeah.
Bobby, what words of wisdom would you share with the community out there today?
Support.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, one thing I've noticed about you is that even though you mightn't comment on every video, I kind of know you've watched them. You know, because you're that kind of guy. You know that I know that you're a genuine guy. That because even there the last day when I popped into your live, you were able to say straight away what my last video was about. You know.
Well, as time goes on and you spend much longer around the YouTube world in general, right? You then do see other videos that are not scrap related whatsoever. And you start to learn certain things, what these creators actually do. And which I made quite clear on my Friday live stream, where I'm just doing a little, what you might call a little social experiment at the moment. And that is basically not replying to comments. I'm obviously replying in a way where I'm giving a thumbs up and a like, okay? But actually for writing out a comment, I'm not. Unless it's a direct question comment, then I will reply to that. But if it's like a thing like, oh, great video, then I'm just going to like and thumbs it up.
Yeah.
And, you know, not that I'm ever going to have 10, 50,000 subscribers, because you really don't see that much of that in YouTube anyway regarding scrappers.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's, you don't see too many scrappers getting up to them numbers because it's more of a very niche community. And it's not
Especially if they
not
don't
kind of
put
the
like 10 years
mainstream
work
of
on their
YouTube.
channel.
Yeah, so you very rarely see. So in the small community that we do have in scrapping, I mean, I have tended to, we all know the big names in scrapping that have thousands of subscribers. I tend not to watch their stuff. I used to. I used to watch Scrap and Pallet Man. I used to watch E-Waste Ben. And you're just a small fish in their very big pond.
Yeah.
And for them to pick you out, like Rafal got a little shout out a little while ago from E-Waste Ben. I know Sharp Scrapper did. You know, you're a very, very, very small fish in their pond. So I'm talking about a year ago. I just sort of like backed away from them. You know, do you ever see? I never ever see E-Waste Ben write a comment in my video. I never see Scrap and Pallet Man write a comment in my
he's commenting
videos.
on a video at all. He's just doing his thing, I think.
Yeah, well, I still watch E-Waste Bin. I like his videos. I like his style of doing things. That's why, and I'd watch Moose Scrapper all the time. I watch Sweet Tips, his stuff. Actually, he did make a comment on one of my videos, which I couldn't believe he had actually subscribed to my channel and made a comment on my video. So that was a shock because again, I never expected someone with his numbers to be even watching my channel, but it only having at the time I think I had 1,300 subscribers or something. You know,
Irish, he was at that point like a few years ago, and he liked to, you know, have a little bit fun and remember how it was. I bet so.
Well, I was honored to have him make a comment on my videos, which was brilliant. You know, you know, I found that that he took the time out. You know, but I know what you're saying, Snobby, that some of them, like Scrap and Pallet Man, I've been watching for years. But as you said, I don't think he reads all the comments people leave even.
Yeah, but he does thumbs them up and like them.
But you can thumb them up and like them without reading them. You can just go bang, 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 bang. You know?
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Because, you know, say especially on your phone, like I get a notification someone has commented and on your video, what do you want to do? And I just go, you can go like and thumbs up, or you can go read it. You know, so it's
Sabi, every time when I put comment at someone video, no matter if it's small or big, I didn't expect answer right away. Because actually try to put yourself in there.
Well, if you ask the question, I'd expect someone at least to answered within a week.
Yeah, true.
You know,
if you
ask
ask
me a question, I can understand if you put up, love the video, keep up the good work, blah, 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 then that's grand, like and comment. If I put up on someone's thing, like, how would say, if I said on your video, Rafal, what would you do if this happened? I'd expect you to come back with an answer, either, oh, well, yes, this is what you do, or, gee, I don't know the answer to that. But if someone doesn't do that, it proves to me you don't even read your comment.
What you're supposed to ask me is why. Why?
I was coming to that in a second about the social experiment you're going doing. But I just wanted something popped up in the chat here, and I just wanted to see who it was. But I'll come back to it in a second. I'll look at the chat and I'll ask you the question. Why are you doing this? What makes you think this is going to do anything different?
What do I think it's going to make anything different?
As in, do you think it's going to make your channel grow? What's the experiment for? What do you expect?
Well, that's what I'm coming to. Right. So, obviously, all of us, and I'm going to say everybody in the chat probably right now as well, we are just very, very, very tiny minnows in a very large ocean of YouTubers, right? And when you do become maybe a big fish one day, we never know what's around the corner, and you start to receive maybe 500 comments per video, are you seriously telling me that you're going to spend between 2 hours replying to every single comment? No way, because you're going to be working on your next video to get that out there, because then it turns from, you know, just getting a small wee revenue to maybe getting hundreds of dollars per month. Because you've got to imagine, if you're getting 50, 60,000 views per video, you're getting money, right? So what are you going to concentrate more on? Making more content, or spending 2 or 3 hours every time you put a video out? You're not going to do it. You're just not going to do it. And I've seen some videos of people that have got 180, 200,000 subscribers that get 600 comments per video, sometimes even more. And I look, and all they do is thumbs it up and like it. That's it. It just shows that they've appreciated their comment. They've read the comment, but they haven't physically got the time to sit there and read every comment and reply to it.
But have they read the comments? That's my question. I don't think they have, because if you look, people ask questions sometimes in the comments, and they don't ever get an answer. So I think they haven't actually read their comment ever. I think
they have read the comment. I think they've read the comment, but they haven't got the time to actually reply to it. Because if you imagine, if it takes 5 minutes,
there's never going to be 600 questions in them comments. If you look through them comments, there may be 10 questions. Everyone else is just saying, I love the video, blah, blah, blah. But there might be 10 people have asked specific questions about something. Maybe I watched, there's a group that I watch who are a travel channel. And I just see people asking, oh, could you recommend where's the best place to eat? Or where did you find was the best place in that country that you visited? What did could you recommend? And they never get an answer back. Now, that isn't going to take 4 hours to answer a 10-second question, because I don't think they've read the question. I think they've just done the thing, and they haven't actually even looked at the question.
One thing I have learned is someone comment too quickly, you get the comments in spam. Or unread. So you have to have a look. If you go to your YouTube channel and go to the studio and go to the comments, and you will probably see 2 or 3 probably spam or just unanswered. Then you can go in there and just at least read them.
That's happened when, for example, you go to my video and first 10 seconds you just leave the thumbs up or
exactly, or just popping through.
Who would that be? Muriatic acid by any chance?
Well, I mean, you've got, as you say, I mean, Partners has just made a good point there in the chat there. As a small content creator, I'm currently unable to keep up with all the comments I get, and sometimes when I put a video out, and I may well get, I don't know, I could probably go and have a look at a few videos back, and you might get 70 comments, right, on a video that I've not replied to.
I'm going to have a look there now, and I'm going to see how many comments you've got on today's video.
Snobby, sometimes I get some comments what took me like few days to get answer to it, but
Yeah.
not because I don't have time, but what's standing in the comment.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get like there was few times I get like comment look like essay, like 3 A4 pages. If you want to print it out.
If we go back to the video today, Scrapping Irish, just as an example, the one I put out today, already that's had 39 comments.
Yeah,
39 comments, right.
Yeah.
If we go back to the boot sale video, which was on the 5th of July, right, that's had 80 comments. Now, you've got to start looking at it. Now, how much time can I actually spend replying to comments? And I did see that Scrapman50 said, well, you get your better half to reply to the comments. Yeah, but if your better half already has her own channel and she spends in excess of 2-3 hours a day, every day on YouTube already, do you think she's going to want to sit there replying to all my comments?
I love that. Your muriatic acid, thumbs up. I love it. So that is actually a real person. That is a real person.
It's not the
That is a real person, and I thought that was a spam person.
Well, and that's another thing. See, every time muriatic acid leaves a thumbs up in my live streams, every single time, I never ever reply to it. I'll just thumbs it up and likes it. I like it. Yeah.
I thought, to be honest, I thought muriatic acid was a bot. I was sure that was a bot.
And that's the thing with YouTube. You never know who's on the end of that name.
Yeah.
I was 100% sure that was a bot. Yeah. Say hello to us.
Muriatic acid, welcome to the chat. So it is. And I was thinking that was a bot all along.
And by the way, guys, I learned a new things about the thumbs up and thumbs down, because we got like 2 sets of thumbs up and down. We got one under the video, what is thumbs up and thumbs down, and one under each and every comment.
Yeah.
Right? And those are not the same thumbs up. This is totally 2 different stories. This under the video, you all know what it is, if someone like it or not like it. This under the comment doesn't get any affair to the video. This is only for the comments. If, for example, I put some comment and it gets like 10 thumbs up and 20 thumbs down, so that will mean for the YouTube algorithm, this is the bad comment, people don't like it, and they will remove it.
Okay. I didn't know that now.
And then that's a whole other world. And that's another whole world that you enter into when you start to become a little bit more popular, is that there's a certain amount of jealousy out there on the tube. And, I've had the thumbs down. I get the thumbs down. Who cares? I don't care anymore.
I already said that. Like, I work full time. I still have to get up at 5:30 in the morning, whether I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down tonight on this. It's not going to stop me getting up. I'm not going to get upset and stay in bed tomorrow and worry about it. I'm going to get up, I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to come home, and YouTube is just my escape from mundane life.
Sometimes it's good to understand how the thingy work,
Rafal, I'm not bothered anymore, because the way I look at it now, my approach to thumbs down now that people give to anybody's creation or create whatever they do.
Okay, stop it.
They're the ones. No, sorry, Rafal. They're the ones that have the problem. They're the ones that have the problem.
I agree with you. But look at it from the other side. Certainly, you're going to see some comments disappearing from your comment section. But it's not because someone deleted or you deleted. They're going to disappear because the algorithm take it down because that was unliked comment.
Yeah, but will you not find it in your spam? Will it not be just put into your spam? Or is it just removed completely, is it?
No, it's going to get removed.
Okay. But again, if someone doesn't like the comment that someone made, I'm like Snobby there. I just can't grasp why people would bother even hitting the thumbs down. If I go into someone's channel and I don't like what they're on about or what's happening, I just go to another channel. I don't bother hitting the thumbs down. I just
Irish.
move on to another channel. It's like why would I bother giving them a thumbs down? Because just because I don't like it doesn't mean what they're doing is terrible or is rubbish. Someone else probably likes what they're doing, and fair enough.
I do hit thumbs down sometime, but it
I
must
never
be
do.
something
I never did it once.
what really not supposed to be done, like I don't know, some animal harm.
Oh yeah, well if someone's doing that, I just report the channel. I wouldn't.
True,
I'd go a bit further. I'd report the channel. But if
Right
it's
on.
just something I don't like that they're doing, as in they're doing something differently than the way I do it, and I think, oh, that's wrong. They shouldn't do it that way. I won't hit the thing because everyone does their own channel differently, and everyone has a different way of doing stuff on their channel. And just because it's not the way you want it to be done, doesn't mean you're right, they're wrong, or they're right and you're wrong. It just means you have a different opinion. That's all. Just move on to another channel.
Well, guys, it's funny to the video, and my webcam and my microphone still working, and there's no lagging for me today. So, but thank you all, and I have to pop out.
Okay, Johnny, thanks for
So
dropping
thanks
up,
for this
and
evening.
looking forward to seeing some more of your videos, and hopefully a few more new subscribers head your way tonight.
Yeah, one had popped in. I saw.
Okay.
Yay! Always something. All adds up, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one more. Then
Okay.
when I reach my 200, I'm gonna open my new subscriber sign I have.
Yeah. So
Sweet.
so
Yeah,
one,
take
if you
care,
get
buddy.
one, if you
Thanks
get
for
one
being
every
with us.
day, you'll have an extra 365 this time next year.
Yeah,
You know,
you have to have small goals all the time.
that's it, Johnny. That's exactly it.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
All right,
See you,
Johnny.
What do you say?
I think Ralph came into it. You have to know, Ralph.
Guys, watch out.
Ralph
Ralph
popping
is
in
in the
there.
chat. So,
Ralph Morrick, I'm putting the link out there. I'm sure you'll pop up if you're not too busy. But yeah, it's not,
Also, as regards, I heard you talking about subscribers earlier on in the chat. I've been in the chat since it started.
yeah,
Only we was on a phone call, but I had it running and I had it very
Yeah.
low, but I'm still listening in. And subscribers, I mean, you can have all the subscribers in the world. I've learned, right, from other videos that never, ever to follow anybody else's numbers and what they have and what they've got. Yeah. Worry about your own channel. Yeah.
Mhm.
Supporting other channels the best way you possibly can. I.e., I know you work full-time Irish Scrapper, so you do have a very, very limited time to show support, but you do the best you can.
Yeah.
Right. And there are others that have much more time on their hands, so they're able to show that much more support. But there's no good having 50,000 subscribers and only getting 10 views on a video. That's pointless. I don't see any point of that at all. They're just dead subscribers.
Yeah, you see that on like this. We'd say there's a channel out there, and he has, I think it's 6,000 or 7,000 subscribers, but he still hasn't got enough watch hours to be monetized yet. So if you have 6,000 people or 7,000 people, and you can't get to the 4, and he's on it for a year and a bit, so obviously they're either subs he bought, or they're growth stream subs who don't come to his channel. Because he hasn't reached the 4,000 hours in nearly 2.5 years. I think he's doing it.
Yeah.
if you talk about that amount of that numbers, 8,000 divided by 4,000, so give you like 2 hours each one.
Yeah, and he has. I think he
has
something like 150 videos. So I can't figure out how he's not monetized. No, maybe he doesn't want to be monetized. Maybe he hasn't applied for it.
You never know.
Yeah, maybe he's right. Maybe he doesn't want to be monetized.
That's why organic subs are so important. You do have to show an immense amount of support to other channels. And I can actually admit to when I was on, say, 300 or 400 subscribers, and I would see channels that had, say, 1,500, 1,600 subscribers, and I wouldn't actually subscribe to that channel because I felt at that time they didn't need my subscription because they were monetized. They didn't need it. So I tended to stick to people that were between 1 and 1,000. you know,
Yeah.
and concentrated more on them and show them the support, because the ones that had the high numbers didn't need it.
Yeah, well, I subscribe to any scrapping channel I come across because I'm into scrapping and I'm into things. I will subscribe to their channel even if they have 10,000 or they have one sub. I subscribe to them because it's what I'm into, you know.
Yeah,
I
I fully understand that.
everyone who I enjoy watching. That's all.
Yeah.
No matter what number you got, if you got big or not or small, I don't mind. As far I enjoyed your content, then I will be there. As far I got time, for sure.
Yeah, and
Very
also
well,
the
welcome.
person, you have to have some likability about the person as well. I'm afraid, you know, because I've spent some time. In fact, I spent a huge amount of time watching Still Scrap Kingdom, i.e., Scrap Kingdom changed his name a few times over the course of time.
Yeah.
And he's just a guy that thinks because you've got a truck and you go around picking up steel all day, that classifies you as a true scrapper. Where for me, if you pick up any forms of scrap, whether it's scrap wood or whatever, you're still scrapping and you're still a scrapper, right? Don't pigeonhole people in that because you go around collecting steel all day. That to me don't wash. If you do e-waste or you cut wood up and put it in a bucket, whatever you do in scrap life, you're still a scrapper. I might be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong.
No, I agree on that. Like that, you can't just say, "Oh, you're not a scrapper because you're not collecting steel." You know, you look at, we'd say, Ian Matthews, for instance, there, right? I still call him a scrapper, even though as he said, he doesn't collect steel. He doesn't do that. All he concentrates on is the brass and the copper and that sort of stuff. I only concentrate on the e-waste. I don't collect the. Oh, I'll collect it up if I come across any, and I'll send it to Pop Scrap. I'll do a swap with him. He'll take the copper and the brass. I'll give them to him, and he'll give me the e-waste scrap that he's collected up. You know, so it's kind of works both ways.
Irish, I bet if Ian can collect the iron, he will.
No, he works in a place where there's skips of iron, and he doesn't bother collecting it.
Yeah, because he cannot fit it in his shed anymore.
He can put it in the neighbour shed with all the e-waste.
Ralph, can you put your earphones on, please?
Hello.
Ralph, can you put your earphones on, please?
Why?
You look weird.
It doesn't look natural.
You don't look right.
I'm on my phone.
Hey, Ralph, we were trying to set you up with a girl earlier, but she's left now, I'm afraid.
How about this then?
Did you hear? Did you hear what I said to you? I was trying to set you up with a girl. She's single. She was in the chat earlier. I don't know if she's still there.
What was that then?
She the only problem now, she had an ex who used to bring home scrap and stuff, and it used to drive her mad. So I don't know.
That might be a problem. I'm going to see the chat. There we go.
Oh, I won't mention her name unless she's in the chat and she wants to come up herself, you know. But okay, he's gone.
I think he said something about it. I think he said something about his internet. We're down anyway.
Yeah, his internet keeps going. But no, I've noticed a lot more people coming to my channel, and that's kind of because of going into people's channels like Snobby and going into Rafal, and that's as well as supporting the channels. You're kind of supporting your own channel by going to their live streams, I think.
True, as well. That's help out a bit.
You know, because if someone is going to the channel.
Already today on the little video that I put out today, right? Yeah. There's obviously someone out there that has no soul, that are at a lost end, you know, they're ready to jump off the cliff. They've come in and given me 2 thumbs down on the video. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Because they're stupid.
He's back without his headphones.
Yes, I don't need them like this.
So you have internet issues today?
Yeah, apparently there's a big malfunction in the area.
Okay.
I seen your this morning.
I seen your casting video. I had to watch it in 2 sittings, I'm afraid. The 1 hour was going to be a bit too much for me.
It wasn't even planned as a project, and I just mashed everything together, and that's what it became.
Yeah, I thought it like that.
Yeah, I did open it up, but didn't watch it yet.
Oh, no, I watched it in 2 sittings. I split it into 2. I've done a half an hour and I've done the other bit. No, the only thing is, by me only watching a half an hour the first time, and then watching the last half an hour, it probably messed up your your watch times a bit.
I don't care.
You know, I did actually working on one video for Tuesday yesterday, and I put it all together and put it to rendering. And as I leaving, it was like 6 hour left, 6 hour and something left until it gets rendered. So it's supposed to be uploaded today, and it was like 20 minutes video, something like that. Come today to the cave, look at it. It was like 20 hours after it's supposed to be rendered, but it stands at 9%.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you need new rendering software.
Software is good, but something went wrong somewhere.
But even my videos, right? When I put them into the rendering software I have, most of my videos are 20 to a half an hour long. It still only takes to render my videos 40 minutes at the most.
Yeah, it was like that when I using Lightworks.
Yeah.
It was like about double time than the video was half length. But with the Sony Vegas, it's totally different. 10 minutes take like over 2 hours.
Rafal,
Yeah, I
Ralph,
see that.
Ralph, I want that in gold, please.
I know. I did some testing with pewter, and it came out pretty good.
Yeah, it did. Came out very
Yes.
good.
Yes, and I can tell you must have put some talcum powder on that one, Ralph.
Yeah. No, this is a graphite mold. This
Right.
was
No. So you
Yeah,
did
he got new molds. You showed me them last day. Now, Snobby, you go a lot into the detail of channels and the analytics and stuff like that. You have done a lot of research into it. Well, I think you have. So you know there where I watched half of Ralph's video and then I watched the other half another day. Does that affect his I would say his watch time?
average watch time, yeah.
No?
No, not at all. Not at all. As long as he gets the time out of you, it doesn't matter, does it? Whether
Okay.
you watch half one day, did you actually pause it?
No, I stopped and I jumped. I remember I'd watched exactly half an hour and then I started again at 30 minutes.
Yeah, it might help if you actually pause the video
Yeah.
and then come away from it and then go back to it, and you'll still have the red line probably underneath it where you finished.
Yeah.
And, but it won't matter anyway because you'll end up watching the whole video anyway.
Yeah.
If
in fairness, and I will say this because I don't hold back. I'll say what I have to say sometimes.
Yeah.
If people, regardless of who they are and how well I like that character, if they are going to be putting out an hour-long video, right, they're taking a bloody damn risk of people watching it in full anyway, right? Because you could easily break that down into 3 smaller videos and give the people a better opportunity of watching it. To sit there and watch an hour of somebody's video, right, is an extremely long time, right? For one, to hold them there, right? Because this is all about grasping people and holding them there. And sometimes you can't even hold somebody for 5 minutes. So
that's why I lost 5 subscribers just after I uploaded the thing.
That can happen anyway. That can happen anyway. But to actually hold somebody, now I'll just do it out of respect to Ralph, because Ralph is an absolute awesome supporter on most live streams that I know of, right?
I try.
And he will spend 2-3 hours on a live stream. So for me to give Ralph back an hour of my time, is nothing. But for the bigger audience that you want to come to you and your channel, for them to come in first time and go, bosh, an hour video, oh my goodness, I haven't got that sort of time.
Yeah, but we'd say they're looking for. We'd say Scrapman 50 just said there. Most of E-Waste Bin's videos are an hour long, and he would be one of the He'd be one of the biggest YouTubers in the scrap world.
Yeah, but we're not E-Waste Bin.
I know we're not E-Waste Bin, but it doesn't seem to affect his channel. His channel still seems to be growing, even though his videos are an hour long. It doesn't seem to affect his.
But this is the stage. Look when he start.
Yeah.
And he get his base watchers or base fans
long time
ago.
Yeah,
That's
but even
why.
if you go back to his videos 4 years ago, they were an hour long.
Yep, but look how YouTube looked like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
There was no one else to watch. So if you want to watch Scrap, you will don't mind if it's hour. You will be happy if you got like hour-long video back then.
And
Yeah, I know what you're saying. There's a lot more choice now.
Yeah, and also you have to look at how large Australia is as a island. It's a huge place.
Yeah.
With thousands. I mean, how many millions of people actually live in Australia?
Yeah. Well, we'd say in Ireland, I have only got 4 million people to.
Much more than in Denmark.
In England, you have 60 million people. In Australia, it's 300 and something, isn't it? Or 200 and something, is it?
So
I have no idea.
Yeah.
So once again, they've got a much bigger audience. It's the same as the USA as well.
Yeah, the USA is what, 360 million.
There you go. You know, as I say, we're just very small fish. You know what Ralph does with his channel is completely up to him. You know, as I say, I'll give that man the respect because he shows the support. You know,
I just every time I look down at Ralph now without his headphones, I just think it's a new person that's in the chat.
He actually looks like it's about.
And now his long hair is visible.
He's gone in for the close up.
Yeah.
Is there any grey there?
You need to get haircut.
Any grey yet, Ralph? Any grey?
Any what?
Any grey
in the beard?
Yeah.
Some here and there. I try to pull them out, but then you get the bald spots at some point.
So Mark, you've gone very quiet up there. Your what most of your videos are about what 15 to 20 minutes, is it?
Yeah, somewhat. I started making a 15-minute video because I started making a 2-minute video and then it's like, wow, that was quick. So I just started making videos, started putting about 5 clips of videos or something and put it together. And so I just started making 15-minute videos, and but sometimes I might start put it down to 10 or something.
Okay. And snobbies, most of snobbies are about 15 minutes long. Most of you try and keep them to the 15 minutes mark, don't you?
I do indeed. And sometimes the analytics say that you know, just for example, a 12-minute video, the average duration of viewer time was maybe 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, they've actually stayed and watched the whole video, or what they've done is they've actually clicked through, you know, picked out a few bits and pieces and then left a comment. You know, because you don't know. Apparently, you get a YouTube notification if the video has been watched in full. That I don't know, but
you know, as far I look at mine, you know, as far I keeping my streams like 4 hours at max, approximately. Then I keep the viewers in for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, well, Snobby's stream, he seems to keep his viewers in for most of them, I've noticed. Like, you'd go into Snobby's live about an hour into it, and he has 50-something people into it. And if you came back, like the last day now, I had it playing in the background because I was in the middle of doing stuff. So I had it playing in the background while I was doing stuff. And I came back looking in it again, and he still had his 50-something people in it. So you seem to hold your numbers fairly around the same all the time for the whole stream, Snobby.
You know, but it's getting equal after it's finished. You know, it's getting divided. But those, let's say, if he got like, let's say, 15 people what watch from the beginning to the end, plus you got like 15, 25 more people what just watch for some time, and it all get into one bucket and then divided to you know the number.
Yeah. Yeah, but I know what you're saying. But if I go into Snobby's at an hour in, he's 50 people, and if I go in 3 hours later, he still has 50 people. So I don't know whether they're the same 50 or they're 50 different people. But he gets a fairly high number to his lives. If I get like there, we'd say now it's telling me I have he's gone. Or who's gone? Mark is gone. It's telling me I have 25 in. If I get 25 on my lives, I am really happy. Because most of the time I'm getting 19, 20, 21. So it's telling me I have 25 in tonight, which is great. It's one of my...
You know, tonight, Irish, you're lucky because of the guests.
No, that might be it, exactly. You do know that self-praise is no praise. Did you ever hear that one, Ralph?
Sure.
Yep.
Well, Ali Mac,
Alright, anyway.
for not saying hi to you. You've been sitting there nice and quiet, which is unusual for you to not be saying
I'm
that.
always quiet. I'm always quiet.
I don't think Tina
I don't
agrees.
even know. I don't know if my microphone's turned on there.
Well, it is. We can hear
There
you.
it is.
Welcome,
That's
Anya. Did you get
I
your
mean-
sub?
I've got to say,
Eh?
right, because I do get told this quite a lot at home. That
Aye.
I can be very abrupt, and sometimes I can say things that may sound a bit forceful, or somebody doesn't like the way that I say something and that type of thing. Well, unfortunately, I can't help what and I'll say what I say when I have to say it. And some people actually like that, and there's some people that don't like that. I can't help that.
Speak your mind.
Yeah, I speak my mind. I say what needs to be said, whether people like it or not. And,
That is in your name, buddy, right?
Relax and laugh a bit
You're
more.
a public speaker. What to expect?
Yeah, Bliss. I'm not serious, buddy.
But, yeah, no, I don't mind people being abrupt if it's something that, like, you say you're to the point, and it's an actual constructive abrupt. It's not like being abrupt for the sake of being abrupt.
No. And I would certainly help anybody out if they needed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like I would just turn my back on someone if they needed help. I would help as best I can and do the best I can.
Yeah. As I say, like, you were probably one of the first channels, I think, that we'd say once I decided to start pushing my channels, that actually you were a good help towards with advice and stuff like that. You were one of the first channels that you, Rafal, I'd say this group actually, the people that are on the panel now, and Ian and Hazy Days, and they've kind of stuck around from the beginning with me, and they're still here. Which I appreciate. It shows that they're loyal people and they're true to their word.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, some people might sort of sit on the fence a little bit, and
Yeah.
not get involved with stuff, and just sort of, I'm not going to get involved. And listen, if they want to be like that, they can be like that. At least you know where you are with them people.
Yeah.
If you don't like what you see, you don't have to come and watch it. If you don't like the way that I say stuff, you don't have to listen to it. But just to come in nastily, to come into your video, that means they're still subscribed to you, or they've got you in their history list. So just to check to see whether you put out a video, just to come in spite and leave you the thumbs down, then they can go themselves. I'm not going to swear on your panel, but they can go themselves. What I mean?
I just swear on my own panel, so I do let the odd swear word slip. So it's.
No, I wouldn't do it. I don't have it. I don't really have it on my streams because there's no need to. We can use other words, can't we, to express our.
Yeah, well, here in Ireland, the swear word is the other word.
If you think something's all rubbish,
yeah,
as you say,
also the people
you don't watch it.
I noticed in the chat, most of the people that are in my chat tonight would be in your chat, will be in Ralph's, will be in Rafal's, will be in Ali Mac's chat. It's the same people who give us support every week. And I really appreciate that. Like, we have Mo, we have Kevin, Romantic, Dusty, Scrapman 50, Crypto's gives great support this year in every one of the live streams from the Scrap World. There's who else was there? Bruce Napier does be in and out. Everyone's so it's great to see the same names coming up every week, that they stick by and listen to those every week, the same thing. What are we going on the Vomit Express?
We're on the move, Ralph. Let's go.
Well, this is a proper show until this one.
Hold on, I'm going to have to make this big. Yeah, I wonder if we got that thing.
Yeah, I know. I got
My
one.
ingot.
Oh,
my stuff.
shoot.
Camera's too low.
Look at his ingot collection.
What?
What?
I said, look at your ingot.
What?
Ralph, you're missing your glasses from your head.
Yeah, he's missing everything tonight. I think it's an imposter. I don't think it's really Ralph. I think it's an imposter.
What glasses?
That's enough for Vomit Express now.
My internet just went up. Give me a link. I'll just hop on panel.
What's he on about? He is on the panel.
No, he'll come up with his computer.
Oh.
There.
But
on my PC.
Your ceiling looks good.
This is fun though.
I put the link out there, so I have for you. Let me see what they're saying in the chat. Sweet Teas, subscribe to your channel, but I don't see him. No, he did leave a comment on my on one of my videos, Scrap It Man. As I said already, he left a comment which was great. Again, with him having so much content to make himself, it's not like he's not a big YouTuber. He's a big YouTuber, so he's going to have a lot of stuff to do. So I don't expect him to be coming into every video and commenting on every video. I haven't commented on a few of his videos in the last while, even though I've watched them. Right, I'm going to drop you out, Ralph, and put you back in again. I'm going to put you out of this one.
That's good, Irish. 2 Ralphs will be too much.
And I'm going to put him back in. And I'm going to put, there we go. Now.
Oh, no.
Hey, Scotty. Let me turn the other one off.
Hold on. Ralph.
Yes?
There's a lady in here who is single.
There she is.
Who is that? Roxy Bailey?
This Roxy. This is Ralph is the man in the center there with the camera. He is looking for a lady to look after him. He's very demanding. That's the only thing.
Not really looking, actually. I just state that I'm single a lot.
Scotty, how are you getting on?
Yeah, doing all right. The finger's not covered up today. Partly because, it came off.
Yeah.
What, the finger came off?
Hey, my finger's still attached. But
Do not bend it. Do not bend
Ali
it.
Mac. Question for Ali Mac. When are we getting the subframe done?
You're going to be in the
The car's up already, yeah.
Yeah.
With the old one to come off it.
Okay.
But I'm waiting on a subframe for it because it's a sport,
Okay.
And the subframe I'm looking at, it's not a sport, so I have to go and do
High
something.
Park Nest.
Have you made any video or just slideshow?
Some of it might be a slideshow. I've got pictures anyway, so and some of it might be film, Rafal. It just depends. I haven't so much space, so
Yeah.
I'll do what I can do. If you know what I'm saying.
Some materials out of that.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. But it's I started it today, but today I was running late and I had other things to do as well, so I can't just work on my car. Although I wish I could.
Roxy's wondering who I'm on about, so I'm going to make him large screen.
Me.
This is a fine specimen here now. This is a specimen of a man.
All right, let me
Do your best now. Sell yourself there, Ralph. Tell her why you're the catch of the year.
because I have a co-host here, Scrappy.
Ralph, don't speak for a minute. Hello, my name is Ralph. I'm 180 pounds. I go to the gym every day. I eat healthy food.
Kind of.
I don't smoke or drink alcohol.
True.
And I can do the splits on chairs.
Not yet. Working on it.
Long time ago.
Some time ago, yeah. That was actually funny. How well do people know me?
Oh, I have to say goodbye to Shark Scrapper, who was in the chat. He's gone back to finish off what he was doing. So, Shark Scrapper,
bye, Shark.
appreciate you being in.
Later, Shark.
Later, Shark.
And can I just quickly add that this is all about a little bit of fun, right?
Yeah.
Enjoying what you do as a hobby, or if it's a lifetime occupation that you do, whatever it is you do on YouTube, it's also a little bit of fun.
By the way,
That's
Snobby, I agree on the 1 hour videos, kind of. The 2 dumpster diving videos that I did, that was really old footage. That's from like a year ago. I just wanted to be rid of it, so I turned it into a marathon thing.
Yeah.
And the recent one with the pewter casting, which is 50 minutes, I just started experimenting and filming and talking, and that ended up in a bigger mess than I expected it to be. So that's why it's that long. When I do an actual project and I have like a plan, I'm going to make this, do this, and this and that, then it's easier to edit, and it will probably be less than 30 minutes, hopefully.
Dirt Rider needs a stabby.
Yeah.
Go to the fridge then.
So anyway, I want to know where you got that very small oil drum from.
It's get dark. I need a lighter.
Oh, from the thrift store as well. I have no idea how what the size is.
Yeah, well, that's what you said on video. You got it from a thrift store, but I've never ever seen an empty oil drum in a thrift store.
Because it had the diesel logo on it. It was just a I don't know what you call it, Art Deco thing.
Oh right, so it wasn't actually a oil drum that had oil in it.
No. It was empty when I got it, and it was there for. I think I paid €15 for it.
Here, Shelby, I can buy ones like Rafal's for like a £5 out the scrapyard there.
Yeah.
Get them all the time.
Yeah, I used to have a lovely Kestrel one, but that became like a small fire pit drum. It's a little bit too big. I think it might have even been bigger than the one Ralph had there, you know.
I have no idea what the size is of mine.
I think it's only got up to 50 gallon there. I'm not 100% sure on that though. The biggest one I've had has been about 45.
Ralph, I'm sorry, you're a bit too old for Roxy. She's only 20, so
that's perfect. I had a girlfriend of 22 a couple of years ago, and that went well for like 6 months until she found someone she kind of liked from back in the day,
and more her own age.
That too. Who was now all of a sudden interested in her because she was with someone else.
Okay, so are we digging up? Are we like hurting your heart now? Are you going to cry?
Nah. Age is just a number, I always say.
I'm afraid Roxy is out of your. No, Scotty,
older men treat women better. Well,
you, Scotty.
Yeah, I'm only 36, so it's not that bad.
I'm 24.
There you go, Roxy. I might get you a man after all tonight. Hold on now. Next man up for selling.
Scotty. He's awesome. Yes.
This man is he. Do you like pets, Roxy? Are you into animals? Because this man here has some very interesting pets. Do you have any of them there beside you?
But he's a fascination
where are
with
you?
old lawnmowers.
Luna, come here.
Come on.
Rich, see this lovely little cute little petting?
Luna, come on. Come on, Luna. Come on. Oi, behave.
I love flowers. Welcome to the chat. There we go.
He's still standing.
There we go.
He's got a lizard.
She's like, you moved me again. Why'd you do this to me?
Oh, a shame.
So, Roxy, as you can see, I do have very
you,
entertaining guests on my show. We do have some really, really unique people.
This is a leopard gecko. There you go. Mind my finger.
So,
go.
All common joking aside,
indeed it is, Luna.
Good to have you all on the panel because you're
This is the Luna.
all different and all different entertainment. Reaching for the card.
I'm not really selling myself. I wasn't prepared that I was supposed to sell myself. I wouldn't be wearing my work shirt otherwise.
I do have a cat, but she's
I
rebellious.
like men with more hair. Well, I'm too old and bald anyhow, so that's gone.
I like men. Well, why does that? It's the lighting in here.
This is the Corona haircut.
It's all on the back, though.
Scrapper man, great to see you in. It's good to have you. Good to have you in.
Come on. There you go.
For some time.
Who let the dogs out?
Actually, here's a question for Roxy. What took you in, or how did you find my channel tonight? What took you in here? Whose channel did you come from, or did you just stumble on it? It's just I'd like to know where people come from when they come into my channel, because I know where all the scrappers come from. We're all in a community. I know where.
I could answer that.
Okay, go on.
No.
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 Okay.
I love flowers.
It's not for YouTube.
I know what channel she came from. Who else? Park Nest, I know. Thing. It's just when anyone new comes into the channel, I like to know how they came across my channel in the first place.
Very good question, Scrapping Irish.
You know, it's just interesting. Did you just see it coming up as a live stream, or was she on someone else's channel and see my name coming up before and thought I'd check out that channel, or how did people come across these channels?
As a moderator on your channel, I did check that channel out, and there is no channel there.
Okay.
There is no content, you mean? Yeah.
There is no channel.
Okay. So be interesting to see.
There are two there, but they didn't relate to that same color icon.
Okay.
I use that go to channel add-on, and it just says this channel has no content.
It just says it's just home, and this channel has no content.
Yeah. So I'd like to know who the Roxy channel is.
Doesn't matter. I mean, not everybody is a creator. Some people are just supporters.
Yeah, some are just viewers. It's fine.
Yeah, Scrapping Together is in. Great to see you. Scrapping Together.
55 gallons in America is completely different to 55 gallons in the UK because your gallons are a lot shorter than our gallons.
Yes, US gallons are 3.8 liters and UK gallons are 4.5 liters. Am I right?
Yes. 4.5.
And they both don't make sense. Just use liters.
No.
Yeah, as fact I said, not everyone is a creator. Some people I used to be a creator until the last. I've only been creating videos for 2 years. Up to then, I was just a lurker watching other people's videos.
Well, and I think that's how we all find YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen up, guys. I just get pop on at my screen important information about the Brazilian LGBT group, something, and I wonder if I'm supposed to click on it.
I don't think so.
And it's come out in Google Ads.
Okay, then.
Here's a suggestion: just delete it.
Yeah, good thing. Always.
So the important question, Roxy, is: will you be back again to the channel, or have we drove you insane tonight that you'll never show up again? That's more the question.
Eddie the Welsh boy.
I love flowers. Take it easy. Thanks for dropping in. I love flowers. I think is based in the Philippines.
Yes.
I like flowers.
My hand's itchy. I'm trying to avoid.
The only plants I like are the ones I can eat.
Nah, flowers are pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
My mum
found me from either Snobby's channel or Rafal's channel. So there we go. I appreciate that you made the crossover to come and join my channel as well. I'm up to 27 people watching. This is a new record for me tonight.
Oh, really? Wow.
It must be to do with all you great guests before Rafal says it again.
I just buy scrap, Roxy, yeah. I just buy scrap. I'm actually a mechanic.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Ali's a mechanic.
I just break things.
Yeah, that's basically me as well.
Yo, Irish buddy, there's a replay from Roxy in the chat.
I don't make anything out of it. I just end up breaking things.
So have you no, you don't have to be into scrapping to be on this channel. Everyone is welcome to this channel. It's a bit like I'd say Snobbies and the rest of their lives. I just see people in there who don't do anything to do with scrapping. People are more than welcome to come in. Kite Fire, great to see you.
Well, it's very, very difficult to actually hold a live chat stream regarding one subject. If you just done that, I don't think it lasts very long because, for one, we're on a different time to the US and Australia, where obviously there are thousands of scrappers. But with us guys, we're sort of very close from Ireland. And as with Ralph and Rafal, there's only an hour's difference there. Yeah. Although it's an hour later for them right now. But to hold a chat specifically on like one subject, i.e. scrap metal, you've got to have 50 scrappers in the chat at one time that are all enjoying it and getting off on it. Yeah. To have a chat, you've just got to have a general chat, and have a bit of a laugh and, because otherwise
the way I treat this live is if I was down the pub having a chat with my mates. So whoever comes in, it's like whoever walks into the pub, you're going to talk to them about whatever you want. It's not going to be just about one subject, you know.
I've been told, Scrapman Irish, that you actually sit in the corner on a chair with a Guinness, and that's it. No one talks to you.
That's because I do the Guinness back.
Yeah, I agree, Snobby. It all depends what audience you get. As far, like you said, if I got 15 scrappers and in the chat and 6 on the panel, so for sure there will be just scrap talk. That's for sure.
Look at this panel here now, right? Tonight, I'm into the e-waste. I'm not into the metal scrap. I'm into the e-waste scrap. Rafal is into cooking, into metal detecting, into scrapping. Snobby is scrapper, into the metal scrapping. Scotty is nothing to do with scrapping. He's into his pets, his little lizard friends. Ralph is into casting, so he's into metal casting. And Ali,
I make stuff.
Yeah, and Ali does mechanics. So, everyone on the panel isn't into scrapping.
Now, I could actually add to that, right? I could actually add to that, Scrapman Irish, right? Because I know what you said there, and yes, you're 50% right there. Well, as regards to Scotty Daniel, right, we all know that he likes his lizards and things like that, but he also works on lawnmowers.
Oh, yeah, right? Sorry, about the lawnmower part of it.
So that make him partially mechanic.
Yeah, and
mechanic.
And scrapper.
With me, you don't see a great deal of it, but I am into boot sales and, that type of thing, the flea market thing.
I like those as well.
Yeah, and with Ali, he does the slideshows of many, many great views of Scotland and things like that. Not only mechanical work, So we do have a broader, bit of
that's something I'm going to do on my channel. Actually, is I'm going to do a bit like Ali. I'm going to travel around Ireland and show people videos of different things in Ireland. That's the plan. Ooh. It'll probably be next year now because of this pandemic thing, because we have to keep our traveling down as much as possible. So it'll be probably next year before I put that into my channel. But that's something now I'm going to ask you guys. Would I don't know whether to do a separate channel for that or just carry it on in this channel.
Just a playlist.
Make a playlist about it. Yeah. Keep it on the channel. Yeah.
Keep it on the channel.
Otherwise, you will need to grow another channel from the beginning, and that's gonna be pain. Believe me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know the pain. I've been doing the pain for a year and a half.
Scrap it, man. What's a handbrake? I always leave my car in gear. I never use my handbrake. I'm scared I'll wear it out.
Well,
isn't that what bricks are for?
You know what it is now? These cars
gearbox
don't actually have a handbrake anymore. They just have a button you have to press.
Yeah. I didn't even know Dusty was in the car until you started shouting, pull the handbrake, pull the handbrake.
Sometimes you got like extra pedal somewhere at the floor next to the door just to push it, and that's going to be your handbrake, and then just some pulley thingy to release it.
Yeah, no, this
that's on the Mercedes.
Is like a stick.
I get twist out as I first time meet it.
How did you were so excited about seeing the bit of scrap that you jumped out of the car without pulling the handbrake? Is that it?
No. Basically, because sometimes you do touch that little button there, you have to lift it up. It's a tiny little button. It is right next to the gear stick, and you feel that you put it on, right, and you get and it ain't on. You have to wait for the red light to come on the dashboard that says the handbrake's been applied. But sometimes you just do it as a quickness to get out, and
Does it pull harder?
No, it's not. It's not handbrake. It's just
an electronic handbrake.
It's just a wee.
Oh,
it's
wow!
Just an electronic switch.
Electronic handbrake.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Weird.
Ah,
Yeah.
I don't know those actually.
Oh, you're not able to do your handbrake turns.
I
is
do.
it?
That means, Bruce, your Porsche is still good one, good model.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
But
it's got a handbrake, aye.
Yeah.
I ever sit in Porsche so far.
You're
For handbrake
still your
turns.
handbrake turns within. You know, when you started driving first, when you get your first car and you get your license, the first thing you do is when you come out of the driving center is pull a handbrake turn and away.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, with my first car, when I get stuck in the snow, I can just pull the, how we call it, throttle on it as you start the car, or grass
Choke.
mower.
Choke.
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 That's the word. Sorry.
Aye.
You have a choke in your car.
Yes, my
Yes.
first car
No,
had
in
a
his
choke as
first
well.
car.
It
Oh,
was.
you're-
It was from 81st.
It's a Mark II
One.
Golf, was it, Raphael?
No, it was the Fiat 126 as well.
On the Fiat.
That was my first car. You know, when I get stuck in the snow, I put the choke on it, put the first gear, and jump out, go behind, and push it out. When I jump, I go back, jump in, and just go further.
Eddie has a question there for Snobby.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I see that.
Pretty sure it is my mum's old Golf from when she was learning to drive out of choke.
My
Yeah.
first
And it
one
started
was
to
a
overrun.
Volvo from '85. It also had a choke, but it was a belt-driven car, one of those variomatic things that has two belts that go one way or the other way. So the car could actually go in reverse at the same speed as it could go forward. So you could go 150 kph in reverse. That's scary, by the way.
So as you,
My bike just has a anti-fuel feature in the case it dumps fuel.
Nowadays, Kevin, most are electronic. Most of the handbrakes are electronic on most of the cars. It's only the cheaper brands that you'll find have actually got a handbrake.
Roxy, thanks for
An actual lever.
dropping in. I appreciate it.
See you, Roxy.
Got to be in work for 6 a.m. Thanks for the chat. So, Roxy, I don't know where you live, but it must be Europe somewhere or England, because if it was the UK, it was America, you wouldn't be going to bed yet. So it must be in Ireland or the UK. So or maybe somewhere in Europe. So have a good night and thanks for dropping in, and hopefully we'll see you next night if you're nothing better to do.
A handbrake lever is better. Yes, I agree with you there, Eddie. Bye. I do agree with you. The Dolomite has a choke. Aye, but does it have a floor pan?
Oh, you can see the floor. The road. That's what I meant.
I used to have a car once and you could see the road underneath it. When
My
you were
Vauxhall
driving along.
Chevette was like that.
It was great air conditioning.
The chair
I can
kept getting closer and closer to the road.
Hmm.
Then we decided to stop welding it.
MOT the inside, don't bother the outside.
Well, it passed its MOT every year, but we just welded it up until it was no longer cost effective to weld it anymore.
Yeah.
Because you needed so much weld to fill up all the holes.
Exactly.
There's more weld than
Makes
car.
the car heavier.
It's just more weld than car. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's like
You
it's like
welder
3D
lasts
printed
forever,
with a
but
welder.
I have 29 in the chat. 29.
Hey, awesome.
So to all you 29 people, thanks for being in here. I appreciate you coming in.
I put bricks behind the wheels, Edward, and leave it in gear.
So, Snobby, what's your next video going to be on?
I have got a couple already uploaded already.
Okay.
One's another boot sale where I find a rather large cock.
Very nice.
I like the boot sale ones. I like them type of videos. The boot sales. I like watching what you find in them videos. They're very.
I liked how you hassled one of the guys into subscribing to you when when you were at the booth.
Subscribe now. Now.
Hey, I sometimes hassle customers into subscribing. It's quite funny.
Yeah, you won't fix their washing machine until they subscribe. Is that it?
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
You want to get stickers and stick them on the washing machines when you do the job.
Oh yeah. Repaired by Ralph Morrick, YouTube logo.
And YouTube logo.
Yeah.
And get them to come to your channel.
Yeah,
You know?
And they're just like, wait, this isn't anything to do with washing machines.
And certainly you will see KD scrapping, just pulling out one washing machine with the Ralph
With my
logo.
sticker on it.
I mean, for somebody that moans at somebody else for not actually sending stickers out, and that has been waiting over a year to actually receive one, it's high. It's about time this person actually bloody well made some stickers.
I don't send out stickers.
It is true. It is true.
I have forgot to send out stickers for the last couple of weeks. They're still sitting here. Where are they?
How can you forget to send out stickers?
It's not that I
Someone
forgot.
sends you an email, right? You have one of these things. It's called a phone, right? Okay, so you take the phone, you go, right, okay, that person wants a sticker. So you go and write out an envelope. And,
just say
it's not rocket science.
I know, but you see, here's my excuse, right?
Tell the truth. You were too busy.
Well,
right?
Technically,
there
that,
you go.
yeah. I get up.
Well, when did you just say that?
I get up at 6 to go to work. I come home after 6 in the evening. Then I'll be working on my scrap or my YouTube, and then I go.
You're too busy.
It's time to go to bed.
Yeah, just say it. Look,
I'm too busy at the moment.
I could be too busy.
I'm too busy at the moment. But I'll get them out. I have 2 weeks holidays coming up in August, so that's when I'm going to get it done.
Me too. End of August.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks of August.
That's a long time away. So anybody that wants to stick it, August is the time to send them an email, right? Okay.
I'm after the first 2 weeks of August, so that's when I'm going to send out my my stickers. I promise.
Don't promise, buddy.
I know, I do. I promise. I'll be off for the 2 weeks, so I'll have time.
Yeah, whereabouts are you, Scrapman 50? He says, I'm still waiting for my sticker, Irish.
I know. He's in America.
He's in America. Jeez. That means an international stamp, which is probably about £1.80.
If I'm sending it from Ireland, an international stamp is about £4.
No way.
Yeah, anything to America is about £4.
Just get really, really big.
You know your stamp now, when you sent over that stuff to me into Ireland, it cost you a fortune.
Make it.
Yeah. I mean, it cost us here from the UK to send to Australia, the US. It's about £1.70.
Yeah.
No matter where I send it, if you just envelope the sticker on, it will cost me about 30 crowns. About 8 crowns for £1. So yeah, about not even £3, 2 something.
Yeah, well, what I've done now is I've set up a PO box in the UK, so that if anyone's sending me anything from the UK, they can use that, and then
I'm not sending it out till next August. Okay. I don't have time.
I don't cost them a fortune because it was costing people a lot of money to send stuff from anywhere to me. So I've set up a UK post number, and so I use that if there's anything coming from the UK.
When you're not too busy, email Tina.
Yeah.
It's on my about page. My email's on
I
my
will.
about page, and I'll send them a sticker.
I hope you heard that.
Cheers. I'll send you one back in August.
Don't send mine till August, Dean. Next year.
August 2021.
Yep.
But that's another thing. When you were on about there, Snobby, about comments. Leaving comments. That's another thing. I want to send out
21 calendar already.
Get the time to send them out is the problem. So it's about getting time.
Oh, yeah. Good point.
Yeah, I'll get that. I mean, I do detect a lot of Ian Matthews there from you, Irish, but
he did meet Ian Matthews.
Must have rubbed off.
Actually, this is not a bad idea, Snobby. You could do as a sending central for. He already does that for Ian. So what's the problem? Just same time.
I just send all my stickers to send them all to Snobby, and he can look after them for me.
Well, actually, as you mentioned that, right? The one scrapping Irish one that I did have on the laptop, I'm not using as much now, so I don't get to see the scrapping Irish one anymore because it's folded in half now. So I'm actually maybe thinking of putting them on the side of my new tower. And so you're more than welcome to send me
digital stickers.
I am sending some off. I am sending some off, as you know, internationally, as soon as they come from Ian. So if you want me to whack yours in now, I'll just send them off and put that I actually sent them. I'll just send them with the name on. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I'll be sending you stickers, but it'll be August before you get them. I'll be honest. So you may have sent your one by then.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you leave it and wait till Christmas and then send everybody a Christmas card as well?
Christmas. I don't get any time off. We work all through Christmas, so definitely won't be anything going out at Christmas.
He's secretly an elf.
Wow, that explains a few things.
I'm a bit too tall to be an elf.
Well, we can't really tell how tall you are.
It's true.
It could be camera trickery.
I only know one job where you have to be tall. Well, you used to have to be tall anyway. I don't think they relaxed that one up here now.
The cops.
Yep.
No, they relaxed that in Ireland. It used to be you had to be over 6 foot to be in the guards.
Yep.
And now you can be 5'5", I think.
Aye.
Yeah.
I've got a few friends that are policemen, like.
Yeah. My brother's actually a policeman.
My brother's a policeman too.
There we go. See,
they're probably more thinking that if you have like a policeman that's like 5'5" or something, and they're confronting someone that's like 6 foot, like that person, that they.
I don't think a bottle my brother. He'll just shoot you.
I think he's a taser. I still wouldn't take a chance. If a 5'5" man had a taser.
Not before they
Not the squad my brothers in. They just shoot you.
There you go. There you go. Right, guys, I'm going to call the show now because I'm gone 20 minutes over, which I didn't plan to do. So I'm going to thank everyone who's been in the chat, everyone who's on the panel. So I'm going to go through the panel one by one and see what they're at for the week. So Rafal, what's your video this week, or have you a video coming out this week?
Yeah, of course. I will have some short video about some telecommunication device. Supposed to be about upgrading PC, but it didn't render out, and I get tired of that. So I make another one today. So it will be telecom stuff. And yeah, that's all basically. Short one, not too long. No worry.
Okay. Snobby, you already said it, but say it again. Have you a video coming out this week?
Yeah, I'd just like to quickly say hello to Dumpster Jerry. Hello there, Dumpster Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
Hi. Welcome
Hey,
in.
DJ.
Sorry, I missed you coming in. But, so what's your video about this week?
Well, I just released one today, so I shall let that run for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days. I only like to do 2 a week. I feel that's quite important. And obviously I do the Friday night live as well, so... I do like to do one early in the week, Monday or Tuesday, live on the Friday, and then do another video for Sunday. And if I can keep that routine going, that's what I should do.
Okay.
The best time,
Yeah. Scotty, have you anything?
Oh, I've not finished.
Sorry, Snobby. Snobby's not finished.
I'm finished now.
I knew it.
Right, Scotty, you can go now.
I haven't got anything planned at the moment. Just it's sporadic with me. If there's something, then I'll do it.
Okay, well, we'll move on to UK Scrapper. Thanks for dropping in. Unfortunately, I'm about to finish up, but we watch. Right, Ralph, what have you planned for the week? Have we any video to look forward to?
I have a short mail call video. I have a couple actually, but I'm just gonna put them in order that they came in. I'll try to have one mail call video every week, and I think I need to make another dumpster dive compilation which will be somewhere between 30 and 40 minutes.
Good job you're not relying on me for your mail call videos, or you wouldn't be getting any.
No, but I got many now, so yeah.
Ali, have you anything else coming out this week?
That'll be telling.
Well, your live will be on Thursday night as normal, I presume.
Tina goes live tomorrow, I believe.
Okay,
you go live tomorrow, aren't you?
Which is
I've got a video coming out tomorrow, but you can watch it and see what it's about.
Okay, and Tina's channel, tell everyone what Tina's channel name is in case they don't know.
Well, I hope they know. It's Rafal Scrapper.
Well, they might know. They might know who Tina is. Might just know her as Brave Sark.
She can put her link in, I think.
Yeah.
Or can't she?
Yeah, so she has her live. You'll be live on Thursday. So, and I have my video out on
I'm still alive on Thursday. I don't know what's happening tomorrow, let alone Thursday.
I'll have my video out on Thursday. Usually I have my video out around 6 o'clock, and then Ali's live stream is around 8, isn't it?
7:30.
Oh, sorry, 7:30. 7:30 then. So you can watch my video first, and then you can hop over and have a look at Ali.
You don't want to look at me.
Have a laugh with Ali then.
Okay, guys. I'm going
You can look at me if you want, but
I really appreciate everyone. And Rafal, thanks again for being a good guest on the show. And until next time, guys, take it easy.
See you all later, folks.
Later all.
Take care.
Where
are we going?
We find someone who's live. Who's live that we can pop over to?
All right. That's a good question.
No idea, but I don't use my chair.
Anyway, everybody in the chat, good to see you all, and I'll see you all later on, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to find someone that's live.
Thanks for letting me know.
Later.
Bye.
Let me see who's
Later,
live.
guys.
There's actually no one live on my side that is in the scrap community. Anyone got anyone live that we want to pop over and say hi to?
I see one, guys.
No, I haven't
Scrapping
got any.
Irish son.
Who's live?
Scrapping Irish. Do you know the guy?
Oh no, not that guy.
Yeah. Stay clear of him. Anyone got anyone live on their side they want to pop over to?
That is literally the only live I've got.
No, not really. Not really.
No.
No, not got anyone.
No.
Quite a slow day, I guess.
I don't see anyone live. Anyone in the chat know anyone that's live that wants to put in who they are, and we'll go. Well, don't tell me who they are first in case there's someone we don't like.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I see there is another person live there, but they're not really in the scrap community, so I don't think we'll bother. It's just a channel that I subscribe to. Let me see who else is
I
there.
got a couple of gaming channels.
Yeah, I see Ray Kit is live. He's
Yeah.
one of the gaming channels I watch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How big is he now, by the way? Wow,
Say again?
33. He's at 33K already.
Yeah, he's fairly big. Do you know what? We'll go over to him for the fun. I'll put his link in the chat, and we'll put hashtag Scrapping Irish
Raid.
So
Yeah, why not?
We'll go over to him and we'll just give him a raid, and we'll see. You never know, we might get a few subscribers. So
You
that's
never
the link to his channel. Hold on, that's his channel. I want to put his live up. Don't
He's
go
playing
back.
Scum at the moment.
Yeah, he's playing.
He always plays Scum.
He always plays Scum. Hold on, I'll put the right one up. That's just his channel, and then this is his live stream. And paste.
Okay,
And
let's go ahead and say hello out there.
okay, so that's it there. If anyone wants to pop over and put in hashtag Scrapping Irish Raid, and we'll see how it goes. So, guys, catch you all later.
Take care.
Bye all.